So, guys, we are playing once again on Fish and Fish, which is a map we have seen 2 times already today, and we are going to see it another time and another time, so 4 times in total, as it is the first map of the decider matches. We have Sitaux playing here in Celts, or as Celts in the blue trunks, and the north side, and on the south side we have Vinchester playing as Incas. So that is a matchup we have seen today already between Say My Name and Tato. Tato having Celts, Say My Name Incas, and Say My Name was able to clinch the victory there.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you repeat everything you just said?
How is your drink? That's literally what. Yeah, go
I got
ahead.
a coffee and a water.
Coffee and a water.
Yeah, I got the double drink, the double D.
The double D.
Yeah.
I heard the double D is always a good thing to go for, Dave.
Yes, exactly. It's very filling.
It's very.
All right. So
Okay.
it was a pure land matchup. This is the same Civ matchup we saw before, Incas
Yeah.
versus Celts, which was super interesting, I thought.
Yeah.
In terms of like the counters, because it was less of like I'm gonna go into one unit choice. It was more of a I'm gonna see what my opponent makes and I'm gonna react to it.
Yeah.
Between Tattoo and Say My Name, I think we had like Eagles, and then they were countered by Woads. So then the Slingers came out, and then the Hussar came out to try for the raids and try and kill the Slingers, and then the Scorpions came out, and then back to Eagles again. You know, it was a very interesting kind of matchup there, and we'll see if it plays out again this way.
Yeah, and also what is very interesting, or what was very interesting to me, is that neither of them have committed to water at all, and that's something I have never seen on this map so far.
Yeah.
Maybe having one player not committing to water, but having two players not committing is very, very strange. And now we also on the Winchester on the north side, he is scouting for that villager here, and he should be able to deal some good damage against that villager, as it's not having loom.
Like the worst thing that can happen in a hybrid or water map too is just to get your dock delayed like this, or worst case scenario, your villager dies.
Yeah.
And that's just absolutely tragic.
Yeah.
The thing I found interesting about the Say My Name Tato set is that Say My Name didn't even scout the water until like the 25th minute. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He didn't even scout the shoreline. Like, it was just like, well, if you're on water, whatever, I guess.
Yeah, it felt like he has never played the map. Like, okay, whatever, I'll just play normal Arabia style. And it has worked out pretty well for him.
The thing is, the day before in his set, he went water on the map.
Oh, so he did? Oh.
Yeah, it was just super weird. Like, he went into, melee with fast feudal and the fire galleys. So it was just kind of very strange. It was obviously a conscious decision to ignore it, right?
Yeah, very nicely done from him then to approach it like this then. And yeah, we have Winchester opening with the barrack and then follow it up with the dock. While Sitaux, he doesn't have a barrack yet. I wonder if he wants to go for faster fuel age, or if he wants to commit to the barrack as well. Because the problem is now, for Sitaux, that Winchester can harass the fishing boats, and Sitaux doesn't have any option to defend that whatsoever.
Yeah, and also means that Sitaux, if he wants an extra food boost, can't really go out to that middle either until he gets military around there. So
Dave, who do you prefer, or which position do you prefer right now?
Right now, I'd probably take Vinchester's, simply because he's going to be very annoying with the Eagle and with the Militia. And, I mean, Sitaux can run these fish around, but that's going to ruin his efficiency a lot.
Yeah.
And he's just going to be under a little bit of extra pressure, too. Like, mentally, when you're being attacked, it's a bit different than if you're just, attacking your opponent. It feels like the momentum is on your side. And look at what Vinchester's done. He's split up his militia. He's got one attacking the ship to the right, one attacking the ship to the left, and the Eagle's going to probably attack that third one, too.
Yeah. So
no rest for Sitaux.
Yeah, and beautiful display by Winchester, even trying to block the fishing boat with the Eagle, man. How annoying is that?
That's very annoying. And he's going to get it. And this is just like, this must be why Say My Name kind of shifted from that water approach that he initially had the previous game, even though he won with it, into a more land-based approach. Not only because of the civs, but because he just realizes that it's so easy to harass the fish with land units.
Exactly. And if we're looking at the overall situation right now, we have Sitaux having, I would say, two very inefficient fishing boats Vinchester adding a third one himself, so he is looking very strong here. And he is now also committing to the middle with 4 villagers, so he will really put a big emphasis on the middle. And I would say we will see an arch
more
range.
militia on the way for Vinchester.
2 more? Oh, very good point, yeah. So he will have 4 militia, soon going to be men-at-arms as well, to really get a good control of the middle. And it's very surprising to me because Sitaux has been the one of kind of guy who has been always being the aggressor. But this case, Vinchester has taken the role.
Yeah, Vinchester kind of pioneered this whole 2 militia drush thing, though.
Yes.
You know, like, I mean, there were people who probably did it before by accident or messing up their build or something like that. But like, let's not lie. I've seen it before. But during King of the Desert, he kind of came out with this. And then Sitaux adopted it a little bit. And Vinchester just kind of playing to his strengths right now. Adding the 2 extra militia is very interesting here. And he's going to get men-at-arm upgrade as soon as he clicks up. He was also having his fish harass, but he's running the ships away. And there's only 1 scout there to target that stuff as he goes for an archer range. And even the crocodile is joining into the fight here. And Vinchester should be fine against the militia from Sitaux. Sitaux is going to be under some serious pressure.
Yeah, because there we have 4 men-at-arms and an eagle who are trying to find some damage. And, you know, that is an army you have to respect. If you don't do that, you will lose a lot of villagers. Well, against 2 militia, I don't care. I don't even have to respect those because even with a good micro, most likely will not be able to snipe 1 villager. And,
you're not a militia respecter?
Are you, Dave?
I'm a militia I respect all people, including militia.
Oh,
but I guess you're just built different then, so.
Where am I heading myself to? God, I was like, okay, Hera gave me some roast as well, like drama, and now I'm like, okay, now with Dave, I'll be fine.
Dude, speaking of roast, Sitaux is getting roasted at home. Oh my god! What is this? That's 3 villagers dead, man. And he can kill another one. Attack the woman, block with the eagle, and oh, never mind. Okay, never mind.
That's why Dave. That's why I say I respect the men-at-arms. I did not respect the militia.
Okay, let's see if Vinchester respects these militias. They're gonna come into the gold.
Oh god, man. So a beautiful start, I would claim, for Vinchester. He has 30 economy units, while Sitaux only has 26.
And he's got the fish in the middle too.
Yeah,
like, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and he's also about to win water. So, like, what is really going on for Sitaux? Like, he has nothing going for him.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think he has any advantages in this game other than superior archer numbers right now.
Yeah.
But, like, Vinchester is winning on the water. I think the militia are looping around again.
Wow, okay, sorry for that.
Yeah,
but
they almost got in at the top there, right?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I'm just saying, the only advantage he has is archer numbers right now. That's it. And where are the archers? They're just now heading out. He just got fletching. And the militia are still looping around. Maybe they'll be able to scout that forward wood line, or the villagers on the middle, potentially. Could be sniped by the archers.
And another villager goes down to the aggression by Vinchester. But Sitaux, he will try to seek some damage himself now. And I think he should be able to do so. He has scouted...
They're going to get in at that top wall. Oh, Sitaux repairs in time. Oh my god, nerve-wracking. Sorry, Jordan.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that must be the men-at-arms because that's how I interrupted as well. And now we see...
Militia are in. He's not respecting them!
He's not! We have 5 archers in there as well, so that's something you have to respect. Does that... Yeah, okay. So, Vinchester's doing a great job in microing, but losing 2 villagers now in total. But look at the militia dying, Dave. They're even dying against villagers.
Dude, they feel so unrespected right now.
they're angry.
Disrespected.
And now the problem is for Sitaux that
armor's in now, so he has to back up from that fight. Yeah, and look, he's lost water. He was repairing with 3 villagers up at the top, and there's range units there from Vinchester. This is the pressure that we expect from Vinchester, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of like he's very much like Leary in that sense, where with small numbers of military, he can do so much.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Totally.
And he just chopped through that wood. I think there's a gap there between the wood and the tree. Maybe not. No, there's not.
No, there's a tree. Yeah. But still, I mean, I like the comparison. Vinchester is very, very good at utilizing, or, you know, making their units the best potential, or having the best potential of
Yep.
these units, and it just feels like Sitaux is 2 or even 3 steps behind Winchester in this game here.
And look at the resources. Like, Vinch will click up.
Yep.
This is disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he's still got the fish in the middle. He's got the fish on the side. Now he's adding 2 more fishing ships.
Yeah.
All the pressure is at Sitau's base.
Yeah.
Vinch even trying to save these men-at-arms, and Sitaux is definitely respecting those.
And this is just amazing display by Winchester. This is so smooth, so fluent. I haven't seen one single mistake from him so far. And he's switching even to the Eagles now. And the Eagles, once he's Castle Age, there's nothing Sitaux can do at all to stop that.
He's going for a market, so Sitaux is going to try and balance his eco.
Yep.
I think he might not even be up by the time that Vinchester reaches, though. It doesn't even have that much wood or stone to sell.
Yep. It's just... I'm impressed by Winchester's play right now. And like Sitaux has never really been trying to get himself into the middle.
Yep.
Which is also something I'm very surprised about. And Winchester, you know, he's just chilling, waiting for his castle age coming in. 1 minute still. And he's further expanding also in the water, having 7 fishing boats soon as well. Needs another dock here in the middle, and then he's completely fine there.
It's always a bad feeling when you get the market up and all you're doing is selling and buying, and you just don't have enough res to get to Castle Age. And look, he's gonna click up at like the same time that Vinchester reaches, and I think that's probably the GG moment right there.
Dave, you're telling something right now where I feel you, where most people feel you as well, most likely.
On like a deep personal level. Yeah, you can relate, you know?
Yeah, it's just like, man, he finally talks about the problems which I've been having for the last years. And that's definitely
not
something.
just wood problems, but also food and gold problems too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it like that. Okay, so Dave, we talked about a lot of things. How would you conclude this one?
Vinchester played the map, I think, a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
His approach seemed to be so much smoother than Sitau's.
All right, so what do you think about the civs here, Jordan?
And Burgundians feels very odd to me because
can't wall up.
You cannot wall up. And usually with Burgundians, that's the civilization which gets the economy upgrades 1 age earlier compared to all other civilizations. You want to have a map where you're capable of getting some sort of security, like, you know, you can properly wall. Which is not the case for Land Madness, as the rocky terrain doesn't allow you to do so. So that's why it feels odd to me. But Winchester...
Also,
yeah, go ahead, Dave.
You don't get bloodlines for your scouts.
Yeah.
And if you're going into a heavy feudal battle, which we see all the time, you're not going to have that. That's really rough.
Yeah, exactly. So the civilization feels very odd, but I guess what Winchester is going to try for is to commit heavily to archers. Let's see if he's going to go that route. And Sitaux, you know, he's that kind of player who has been completely excelling in Land Madness. I think he played it 2 or 3 times where I saw it, and he just completely demolished everyone he was facing. And he was playing against me, against Vilesse, and against Classic Pro, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, very, very strong map for him.
I just wonder, like, if you go into those heavy feudal battles, even if you're going archers, scouts just feel so valuable, especially because you can't wall, right?
Yeah.
If you go scout skirm, you're gonna need some scouts to counter that. You can't just do it with archers alone.
Yeah. Okay, Dave, I can already hear from your voice you're trying to make yourself comfortable.
Oh, no. I am. I already got my feet up here. But no, I'm then. See, my team lost last night in the final game of the series, so I'm still like recovering from it. You know,
But
still a little bit stressed out about it, Jordan.
what sports?
Hockey.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sorry, but I don't care about hockey.
Yeah, that's great. I don't care about any of your interests either. I just thought I'd share something that I was interested in, and hopefully we can have a connection. But
not gonna happen to hockey, man. Do you play hockey yourself, Dave?
No. I played like pond hockey. I never, and like random beer league stuff, but I've never played in an actual league.
Okay. So how do you?
It's too expensive, man.
It's
so
too expensive. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have not touched up on something. How do you feel after losing on last set there yesterday? Is it something which is really bothering you, or is it something like, yeah, okay, I get over it very soon?
So my team hasn't won since 1967, and we're the biggest franchise in the league.
So you're used to losing.
Yeah, imagine like a Man United that hasn't won since 1967.
Yeah, okay.
And everyone else makes fun of you. And you leave in the first round of the playoffs every year.
Oh, God. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So, but you still have the motivation to do some casting today. So I can only congratulate for that.
Yeah. Also, the bartender called me sir last night, so I was also very depressed by that.
Isn't that a type of sign that you're grown older?
Shut up, Jordan! Read the room, Jordan! Read the room, bro!
Where's the elephant, man?
Read the room, dude! How are you gonna do me like that?
Well, I have to. You were very harsh on me last time, so... Sir, what are you thinking about this start for both players right now?
Well, we got Vinchester staying in Dark Age, I guess, for a little while longer anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, now Loom, so he's going 21 pop-up. Sitaux is 20 pop-up.
Oh.
That's fine, I suppose. Sitaux is going to go for Men-at-Arms, I guess.
Yeah. Dave, just one more question. I mean this question honestly, okay? Not to insult you, just honestly. Is it okay for you to, when I'm referring to you as Sir Dave in the future?
Sir Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I'd be knighted though.
So that's fine for you, Sir Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Anyway, we have Horse coming in for Vinchester already. So he's putting on some greed onto the map as well. He's not trailing behind in terms of the uptime too much, just 25 seconds behind. And Sitaux, very interestingly, going for 1 militia, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're developing from 3 militia drush to 2 militia drush to 1 man-at-arm.
Militia drush. Yep.
Eventually,
eventually we're gonna have a civ if it continues like this, where militia are only worth half a population space, and then we'll have half a militia drush. Or no, we get to a point where it's like AoE 4 where people bait with the buildings that they make. So you think they're going for something.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll bait with the barracks, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's something I will have to keep in mind for the upcoming games, you know, because you can do a lot of mind tricks with that.
Yeah. Obviously, the people have done that with AoE 2 for a long time, but AoE 4 it's a little bit easier to do that. You can see the transitions way easier than in this game.
Yeah. So Sitaux, the problem for him is that he didn't scout Vinchester in time, and therefore, you know, the 1 man-at-arm play is not going to be as effective as he was hoping it to be. And
still going to cause him to wall up for the expense of 1 militia, basically, because you didn't buy that upgrade, right? Yeah.
But the walls also are going to be beneficial in the long run as well, as he is facing the scout play of Sitaux. I don't think Vinchester has scouted that one. No, he has no idea where his opponent is even. He's even using a sheep. Okay, he stole the sheep. Okay, he knows that. Scratch that thought. What the hell am I talking about, Dave?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's good. I hear that from my girlfriend a lot, so... I'm used to that.
Just kind of zoning out, bro. Selective hearing.
Oh, this guy's talking again. God. And this is a long game. That's not what I signed up for, man.
Yeah. It's funny when I'm at... Okay, scout fight here. I don't know how that scout didn't go down on the first hit. That was like, he dodged around that, like Neo from the Matrix or something.
Yeah, he made the hit, right? But it just didn't die. Interesting.
It's funny, when I'm at my parents' place, Jordan, and I talk to my dad, he can hear me from like 2 rooms over, right? But as soon as my mom starts trying to tell him something, he has like selective hearing like that. You know, where like he just doesn't hear anything she's saying. I think that's like just years of marriage.
Yeah, but that's something which also is being displayed on movies, where you have the male part having a certain, maybe 20% of what is being said by the women is actually being processed, and 80% is just like in the trash bin, right? It's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, literally. Would you say, Dave, that men in general are not as good as listeners as women?
Oh, easily provable. Easily provable.
And how would you prove that?
I think there's been thousands of studies on that.
Yeah. I mean, my experience
I think
is the same.
less empathetic in general, right? Which makes you a worse listener.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So.
And also, women have the tendency to talk a little bit more than men, which also makes it harder for the man to follow up.
Now you're getting into dangerous territory here, Jordan.
Why? Aren't there a lot of studies about that as well?
You're getting into dangerous territory. We should shift onto the game.
Okay. So, we have 4 scouts for Sitaux approaching. Yeah, my chat is also telling me. Okay, well, we're shifting. So, Sitaux is trying to make something happen.
Good quick wall.
Yeah, very good quick walls. But he failed. Yeah. So where I was going to is Sitaux is trying to get some aggression going with the 4 scouts, and he should be very successful doing that because there is only 1 spear in defense. And right now we have 9 army against 7, 33 villages against 31, and Sitaux, making up the villager loss here.
And you know what? Vinchester, we were saying Burgundians might struggle because they can't wall.
Yeah.
He's made himself a little wall around this woodline.
Yeah.
So it's, it's working out for him, and he's going to have the eco upgrades a lot earlier. He already has them set up, and maybe Burgundians can pay off here.
Yeah, if you manage to wall your base off like Vinchester is doing right now, we don't see it too often on Land Madness, but it's something which can be helping a lot. And with that approach, he's obviously going to have the benefit of the doubt. And he's going for the 2nd stable now. And it feels like Vinchester wants to get up to Castle Age as soon as possible. And Dave, I don't think there's anything Sitaux can do right now to stop that.
Nope. I think Vinchester got kind of a fortunate map generation here, having the woodline there where he could wall around, but it definitely took some effort to make it happen. And he's played the Burgundians perfectly, and he's going to be clicking up, and Sitaux is just going to be in that really rough position where, you're going full feudal army, you have map control, but you can't punish your opponent.
Exactly. And now the scouts seem to be so useless. He's trying to pull off the aggression with archers, skirms. Vinchester, he's going to be forced. Yeah,
it might be okay here. He's going to get in.
Yeah.
And Vinchester can't really stop this for too long. That's a creative wall right there with the house. I like that. Yeah. Double palisade wall house. That's going to keep him out until the tower is complete. And then it's going to cost a lot to push through this wall with that tower behind there.
Yeah, exactly. So Vinchester should be very safe here. And he's going to have a very smooth transition into the cavalry play. And he only lost 125 stone. So it will delay his boom, that's true. But I don't think he minds too much. And now Sitaux is going up to Castle Age himself in a moment.
Third stable for Vinchester. Wow. So he's just going to go. Is he going to stay 1 TC, just full knight production here into Cavalier?
Well, it makes sense for him right now as he doesn't have the stone anyway to make things happen. And he only has... Yeah, okay, he just pulled off 4 villages from gold, but he does not have the gold to sustain the 3 stable production.
No, and he doesn't even have the food to do it, dude. He doesn't even have wheelbarrow for these farmers either, so...
Yeah, and not having wheelbarrow is a huge thing, I feel like. And now, I love what Sitaux is doing. He recognizes the situation, obviously. He sees the 3 stables. And what he's going to go for now is...
Pikemen. Interesting.
And also fletching to get more damage output on the TCs as well, I would assume. And having that in mind. And yeah, now it feels like Sitaux is having the right calls here, Dave.
Yep. But Vinchester, I mean, at the end of the day, he's only killed 1 villager from Vinchester. And Vinch has had those eco upgrades for a whole lot longer than Sitaux. But Sitaux does have wheelbarrows. So villager difference, being equal, Vinch is going to catch up by 2 or 3 here. with Sitaux on the way to Castle Age, but still wheelbarrow is a big deal here. And the Knights are already on the way back, but Sitaux read that, knew they'd be coming to his eco, and he pulls his spearmen back and he pulls his scouts back too.
So everything is in defense mode. How well are spearmen fighting against cavalry? Or cavalier?
Decently. I feel like Burgundy and Cavalier are hard to judge because they don't get bloodlines.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Vinchester is obviously trying to do something, but I don't think he will be able to successfully get damage done. Maybe kill one villager, but...
No, he can't kill anything, dude.
Oh.
He's just going to lose these. He lost one for free, and get out of dodge with the other one. Cavalier going around to the other side looking for damage, but he's not going to find anything, and Sitaux will add the second TC before him. Vinchester now completing wheelbarrow, and Sitaux also has the stone to add a couple more TCs as well.
Yeah, as he's Bulgarians, he only has to invest 50 stone to get additional TCs. And I like Sitau's position right now. I feel like he had done the perfect decisions which he needed to counter what Vinch is doing right now. The problem for him is he is playing defensive. And he is not going to be able to push right now. And he wants to bank everything onto the economy right now. And Vinch is did a lovely move. Yeah, lovely move.
Not too big of a deal at the moment, but he's still ahead in Vills, and he does have wheelbarrow now, so it's all evened out on the eco upgrade front. And he's made a market, so maybe Vinchester was thinking about buying himself some stone. There's not really any stone he can access here. I think he's going to go out with a TC somewhere and try and secure maybe the gold at the front, or maybe that stone over to the side there.
Yeah, the problem for him right now is the stone gathering is not really too safe, as just the way he walled himself up. And in the meanwhile, Squires coming in. So he wants to go for the pikeman transition himself. However, I think that should be beneficial for Sitaux, as he's getting the upgrade so much cheaper with Bulgarians on the blacksmith. And now even adding the third TC. And Dave, if you're thinking about longevity, we have Burgundians and Bulgarians. Which civilization would you prefer in Pearl Age?
I probably like Bulgarians better than Burgundians. I don't know.
My gut feeling would tell me the same. Yeah, my gut feeling would tell me the same.
It feels like Bulgarians can lock down the map a lot better as well.
With the crab post. We have TC coming up in the south side for Vinchester. How much coming in as well, and he has hand card already as well. That is something I have seen Vinchester do a couple of times already, that he really invests into that very, very early.
Remember, I think it was WWC Vinchester on the first Nomad map went Burgundians, or no, Bohemians, and he had like fervor and then instant hand cart upon reaching Castle Age, and his villagers were flying, dude.
Man,
they were just flying so fast.
Yeah. Do you know if the Bohemian villager fully upgraded is faster than the Berber villager?
I think it's the same speed, is it not?
It could be. I'm not sure. But it's definitely, having that...
It's faster? It's faster. Okay. They certainly look faster.
Okay.
They certainly look faster.
Berbers is 10% and Fervor is 15%. Okay. Now, Dave, that was one of the questions from us to the chat. So they are still participating in the game as well, right?
Yeah,
we obviously knew it.
Feel like they're part of it. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, we have an engagement coming in now for both players, but Vinchester rightfully disengages here because that would not have been healthy.
Okay, settle down. Settle in, chat, because we got 4 TCs over here for Sitaux. We've got a lot of eco upgrades and 53 vills for Vinchester, and neither player has really taken a massive fight. As Vinchester comes out, 5th TC for Sitaux coming in, but Vinch sees that with his monk with the relic. As he's already bringing in a relic from the far corner. Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's very interesting. He has 1 relic already, and with Burgundians, relics are more important than with other civilizations, as they also get the same tickle on the food count and the gold after they're getting the upgrade, right?
That's a good raid there from Vinchester, denying that TC with the Cavalier. As he goes for his 3rd TC, and Loses some pikemen against the pikeman army from Sitaux, but it's only pikemen at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That match in your medieval brawl thing with ACCM, where he got like 16 relics.
Oh
With Burgundians, that was sick, dude. I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That was insane. It was against Cuman's Villesser, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That was just amazing. And you know, I guess that's also the reason why he picked the Burgundians here, hoping to get the relics. Now we have
Classic Pro also picked them and got punished for it too. So
okay, so we have Vinchester trying to make something happen, but it feels like Sitaux's responses have been impeccable so far. Just right on the left-hand side, the 50C. That was really taking a lot of damage here. But Dave, look at the economy difference. That's insane, isn't it?
Yep. Two-man saw on the way, though, from the Burgundians. And he's already got handcart as well. So the efficiency is there for Vinchester. And I wonder if we even see, like, crop rotation come in at one point. If he thinks this is going to be a super long game.
Oh, God.
We'll know we're in trouble if we see crop rotation.
Well, Dave, I have the feeling that we are going to be in trouble anyway because of certain information. So I'm not surprised if we even see that.
Like, even the way they're playing this game, both players know this is going deep. Like, this is going late.
And we as the casters, yeah.
Dude, like, Sitaux is just making pikemen, Jordan. He has no intention to push this back. He's gone 5 TC, and Vinchester is just running around with Cavalier getting all his eco upgrades. Like, they know this is going for a long time.
And the problem is we know as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right, so there's a prime castle hill right in front of Vinchester's base where he's taking the stone there. Let's see it's like set up perfectly, you know?
Yeah. Also, on the other side, same you could say for Sitaux's base, because the gold there, having a castle here, will definitely cement your position in the center.
It's got 26 pikemen.
Yeah, that's a lot. 28 here. Vinchester so far, he is thinking about going to Imperial Age. He has a lot of stone. And where is he placing that one? Whoa!
Huh?
What?
What is that? Vinchester says, yeah, I know this game's probably going to go for a long time. Or is it?
Yeah, I gonna challenge that. Yeah,
bonjour, Sitaux.
I like that one. He has an outpost, though. And he has a lot of army. But it looks like Sitaux, he has no idea. And the moment he realizes that, that's going to be too late. And does he have army, stone for Krapos? He does. But
and look at Sitaux is coming forward with the Krapos.
Oh, what? That must be favorable for Sitaux.
Well, I mean, he's going to have a castle killing his TC, and he's going to have a bunch of Cavalier killing the vills. They can't fit in. There's not enough space for them to fit in there. And all he has is pikemen behind this, and the Krapos is going to kill the TC a lot slower than the castle will in the north. So Vinchester in the initial stages of this looks to have a superior position.
And Dave, he wants to go for another Krapos. Man, Sitaux is playing this all in Castle Age, it feels like. While Vinchester, he is trying to get himself into Imperial Age. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. And this is going to be a very wild game.
Yep. And Vinchester is going to take the stone all over the place. And as soon as he has enough for a castle, he can just drop one at home and take out that Krapos as well. The other Krapos is going to deny that TC, which is great for Sitaux, as he's still at 100. He's at 116 villagers, even after the raids, now going for handcart, and at 43 pikemen in Castle Age.
Yeah. I mean, with that, I don't agree with the fact that he has most of them in aggressive stance. Third Krapos even coming in. Yeah, he definitely wants to be extremely wild with that. Vinchester countering with the castle. That one should be enough to defend those 2 Krapos. And you know what I'm missing from Sitaux? I'm missing knights from him. That's something he has been... Or conics, like, you need to have certain strengths in your army, not just pikemen.
Well, I mean, the pikemen, I guess, are protecting the Krapos villagers at the moment. The ram goes out to try and take out that Krapos, but a converted Cavalier is going to deal with that. And the castle should be able to deal with the other Krapos, but Sitaux continues his push, and Vinchester still killing villagers, but it's not really enough at the moment. Sitaux just replaces them casually.
Yeah, and it's also very annoying to play against Costelier here on these open maps because they are the best raiding units in the game. And that's exactly what Vinchester is going to try to capitalize on. And we have now Vinchester with 107 villagers. 101, sorry. And he is in privilege. So now he can produce those trebuchet in order to siege down the Krepost.
This is just, there's so many blinking lights. This is just confusing, I think, at this point. Like, the pikeman production continues. He's at 54, and he's got 7 in the queue.
54.
Like and there's another castle from Vinchester right in the middle of Sitau's base.
Yeah. I mean, Dave, which situation do you prefer right now?
I would say Vinchester's purely because he's got the Trebs forward, and he's got the initiative.
Yep.
I think I would like to be in Vinchester's position more, definitely, 100%.
If Sitaux also had knights, it would be a completely different topic. But the fact that he's committing so heavily onto the pikemen, I feel like he will struggle a lot against the aggression.
Where is he going up to Imp?
He is going up to
far right TC. Okay.
Okay, he's paying attention to that. But the problem is still, he's going to lose a lot of economy against those traps and castles. And that's not going to be too healthy there for him.
No, and he's losing pikes to the TCs as well. And Vinchester will take out the Krepos at the front. And this pike army at the front of Vinchester's base just looks very sad. Like, it just looks sad. What can it do?
Yeah.
Oh, look, a dismounted conic to make it better.
Yeah. That's really not ideal. And if we're looking at the overall population, Dave, we have 170 for Sitaux and 110 for Vinchester. So in theory, Sitaux should be in a much better position, but a 50 pikemen out there, so they are obviously not the best unit to have in the game.
No, but you know what? Quantity is a quality all of its own, Jordan. And my man has a lot of pikes, all right?
Yeah.
He's got 48. He's denying a castle with pikes. He's defending at home with nothing but pikes. He's holding the middle of the map with nothing but pikes. And he got 3 Krepos down all around Vinchester's base because of the pikes. So, you know what? He's doing work, and the castle is denied from Vinchester. And now the pikemen are coming into the woodline once again to raid. And he's going to kill villagers with, guess what? Pikes.
He is? He is stubborn on those pikes, isn't he? I'm just wondering right now, upon reaching Imperial Age, which
he killed the Treb with the pikes.
Man, he's doing everything with pikes.
He's doing everything.
And he has 38, and he canceled every single pike. Dave, he canceled the pikes. And Berg, he had 11 queued up, he canceled them.
No. You're going to lose all your momentum if you cancel the pikes. He's going to deny another castle, I think. No, the TC might take care of those pikemen.
Yeah.
Castle finally for Sitaux. That's his first castle of the game.
Yeah.
He's had Krepos up to this point.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, he needs to get his wood economy rolling again and needs to get villagers working back on the farms.
Yeah.
Solidify the base somehow.
Yeah, it feels like he needs to desperately trying to get the trebuchet out as soon as possible. He needs to push back these 2 castles in his base because they're taking so much control of the map. And in the south side, it feels like Vinchester has stabilized as well. So we are, after all the crazy pike action, we are getting into game, Dave, which is rather stabilizing.
Yep. I'd love to see Sitaux go into Conics now. I think Conics would be pretty good. I guess if the problem then would be Costelier, right?
I don't no, Conics are totally fine against Costelier. I absolutely love Conics, and I think that must be the main army of Sitaux. But Dave, we see a huge castle coming in as well.
Yep.
And then meanwhile, the monk. Yeah, good.
That's a momentum castle. That's right where his starting TC was.
Yeah.
That just lets you know that you've been kicked out of your property. Someone else is taking up residence there, a squatter. But there is a Treb there from Sitaux, and he's going to have another Treb. And guess what he has in defense? He's got halberdiers now in defense, with 38 of those bad boys on the field. And there goes the final cavalry armor. So he's chosen to get all of the cavalry armor techs before producing a single conic yet.
Yeah, very interesting. We see Vinchester with 18 armies, so he doesn't have too much there. But it feels like Vinchester still has been on point with the usage of his military. And now we have Sitaux getting the last armor upgrade, so he should be able to get out his Conics or whatever he chooses to do very soon. We see a north hand side castle as well. Go ahead. Yeah. Infantry.
Vinchester goes into hand cannons, I guess, here, right?
Yeah. Exactly. That's why he went for the chemistry. Also gets padded archer armor, so he definitely wants to go that route. And it feels like that tech switch is going to do a lot for him.
He's trying to get that bomber cannon out so he can snipe the treb, but it's costing him a lot of stone to do that. It's costing him like 400 or 500 stone to keep repairing that castle.
Yeah.
Does have a lot of Castilier out there, so if Sitaux gets out of position, they can come out and charge once again. There's still a castle behind this as well. I didn't even realize that base was still there from Sitaux. So Vinchester, you can tell he's like a little bit confused on which part he wants to attack at. Halbs will be taking out the bomber cannon, but the Castilier go into raid.
Yeah, the bomber cannons is obviously the biggest threat to those trebuchet right now. And on the south side, we have a little skirmish as well, but nothing too much happening. And I just favorize Vinchester's position right now, as he has the perfect tech switch, which... What did I miss? North side?
What a great quick wall.
Oh, yeah,
in the north with that TC from Sitaux. That was like on demand, too.
Yeah, beautiful display by him. And yeah, it's hard to cast this one, Dave. It's really hard to cast because everything is blinking right now.
But it's kind of stabilized now. So we just have one front, basically. I think Vinchester made a mistake with that castle in the middle. Like, that looks like the perfect position for a castle. Very tempting. But then your opponent starts trebbing it down, and you invest... He invested probably 500 stone in repairing that.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't have enough for another castle, and he's going to lose the other one at the front there.
Yeah. Dave, how much or how likely is it going to be that we are going to see Flemish Revolution in this game?
If we see like an extra 2 more TCs added in, maybe. I mean, there's Blast Furnace coming in right now, but that kind of adds on to his Castilier.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like you get some other techs first and get some more TCs down before doing that.
Yeah, the infantry tech or the armor is not really there as well, right? So I don't expect him to go that route. And yeah, at least not for now. But I was told this game could be a bit longer. So we'll see, we'll see. I'm just wondering, Dave, how is Sitaux planning to defend against the push, which is going through the middle right now?
And how does he get gold as well? Because the raids are coming in on the right side. And that's his gold that just expired there.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a lot of dead villagers now. He's getting Cavalier at the moment. Vinchester just now getting the second armor upgrade for his Castilier.
Whoa! That's very late.
Bit late for that, yeah.
Yep.
Double blacksmith from him though. So he really wants to triple blacksmith, all research.
No! What?
He wants to expedite the fuck out of these techs. Go to school.
Yeah, that is a perfect way to phrase that one. Oh man, the triple blacksmith play, Dave.
And he's got bomber cannons and hand cannons over on the right side too. I respect that, dude. I've done that in the past. Like, just man, I need it done now. Stats.
Give me that shit. I want it now. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. So we have the cast going to go down against those bomber cannons, and Burgundian's bomber cannons are a bit stronger as they do 10 extra damage compared to the other ones. And look at the Sitaux army, 5 trebuchet, trying to get some defenses done.
Gotta be careful with those though. Gotta be careful. You get out of position there, that's a big investment. Still, these bomber cannons are also a big investment.
Yep.
And I think Vinchester, all he can hope for is just to get some good shots with these. You're not going to save them.
Yeah, I think
that's what he's doing.
Oh, one is down. Yeah,
attack
that's
round.
Still fine. That's
Easy
still fine.
Attack round.
Yeah.
Easy attack round. Shoot it. What do you... hello?
Well, he's chilling
the
there.
bomber cannon has a mind of his own, dude.
Yeah,
he's got a mind
chilling.
of his own.
He's chilling. That's what happens when you let that do his own thing. You know, you have to control it all the time. And Sitaux cleaning up the army, but Vinchester, I love that. He still saved 6 of his hand cannoneers out of the 12 he had. And I think we're entering a stage, Dave, where gold is going to be so important. They need to secure the extra golds. And after 55 minutes into the game, we have both players even in score.
But Vinchester has an advantage here because
Why?
he has Burgundian Vineyards.
Yep.
So long term, he's going to get more gold than Sitaux if this goes very, very long. But Sitaux can still take gold in the middle there. Still maybe secure the stuff at the bottom of the map. And then there's a couple areas for Vinchester. The Trebs have made their way up to the north. Yep. Vinchester's going to take out one of them, but that TC is under threat, and the other TC is being attacked as well. Vinchester's suddenly under pressure.
Yep. He's going to lose a lot on the left-hand side. A lot of villagers are exposed here. I mean, he has the 139 in total, so I don't think he will mind that too much. But obviously losing the gold here is not ideal. And one thing which we have to keep in mind as well for this game, the fact that right now Sitaux has 3 relics while Vinchester has 2. So relic-wise, Sitaux is definitely looking better here.
Yeah, I think Burgundian Vineyards will pay off for that. Vinchester just bought 100 wood. Wow. That's not a good sign, and I don't know why that happened, but...
Yeah. We have syrups now finally coming in as well after 57 minutes, so that is way too late for this one, obviously. But yeah, Sitaux, he looks like to be dominating right now. Vinchester is struggling to get up to the 200 population, and now let's see the fight on the right-hand side. That should be very good for Sitaux, I think.
Yeah, maybe Vinchester can get some good value out of this. With the halberdiers against the Cavalier, and he's gonna actually send his hand cannons back, and he'll save this army, I believe, if he gets halbs forward to support this. So that's something. He's saving the hand cannon. He's going to lose another Treb, though. And, of course, the bomber cannons go down, too. So not the greatest value for him. But he pushed back the stuff on the left, too. So he can start maybe get another TC over there on the farms or take control of that gold as well. This is just back and forth.
This is so hard to predict who's going to take the lead in this game. Because composition-wise, I like Vinchester's better. But it feels like Sitaux has the little advantage in terms of mobility, and that's exactly what is a huge factor for maps like this one.
Also, like, into Cavalier production rather than Conic. I guess with Conics, you don't have as many production buildings. You've only got 2 castles. But you do have the option to go for Krepos as well. And it feels like Conic is just a better unit in general than Cavalier.
100%. And also Conics are doing very well against the Halberdiers as once they are the dismounted Conics, then all of a sudden the Halberdiers are attacking the dismounted Conic instead of the Conic, and all the extra damage output from Conic and dismounted Conics are just wrecking the Halberdiers. So
what's the price difference between Cavalier and Conic?
Chat, one question
more
to
expensive
you.
on gold?
We're feeling like we haven't asked you questions for a long time. We want to see if you guys are live. It's your time to shine.
It's time for you to take part. Viewers at home, Conics is cheaper. Conics cheaper than what?
What? I mean, of course they are, right? We knew that answer. But congrats, chat. You have done it correctly. And why would you build cavalry? I mean,
this is why I'm confused. I maybe guess just more production buildings. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only answer to that.
But yeah, maybe we'll see that switch later. They're now going to start fighting over the golds and the stones in the middle. We've still got a gold position from Vinchester on the left. There's a couple over there, but there is this gold in the middle that Sitaux is going for. The stone that Vinchester was going for. We're going to see some big battles here as they try and secure the resources. Vinchester not really keeping up with the halb production, and that means his hand cannons are going down to these Cavalier.
Yeah, exactly. So the momentum is definitely in Sitaux's favor. He has
he didn't have conscription. That's why.
That's a big blunder for sure. We have 3 trebuchets moving forward, trying to get a good siege on the castle. And that's something I've seen so many players doing. In this situation, attack the siege workshop with the trebuchet and not the castle, because the siege workshop still has the possibility to build bomber cannons, and that one is going to wreck the trebuchet. So yeah, that's very problematic for Sitaux right now.
Yep, and the Trebs are going to die, and there's a Krepos behind this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got some Castilier raiding on the right side, and it looks like another Krepos in the middle of the map, so maybe the Conic switch isn't coming. Sitaux, though, is now in his comfort zone. Once again, he has 51 Halberdiers queued, so things are going his way. You always know when you see 50 pikes on the field for Sitaux that it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it feels like it's a big mistake, though. I mean, he sees the Castilier raid, but that's not something you need to over-invest to in terms of the Halberdier play. And I feel like what he needs to transition into very soon is Hussars, because he will run out of gold eventually. However, Dave, he has gotten a nice control on the center as well with the 2 extra golds. And it feels like he is in a very okayish position as long as he is capable of cleaning up the raids, which he should be able to do so. And now the focus should be fully on the right-hand side center.
Yep. I love how these games develop too, because like we had the focus on the left at first, and then the focus on the middle, and now the focus on like the right middle. And both players are just kind of tunnel vision on that spot, you know, with just random military on the other sides. And I'm sure at some point it'll switch over to the left side again. Over to this Krepos when Vinchester sees. Oh, right now he's already going with a bomber cannon there.
And Vinchester, I gotta say, he's that one kind of person who absolutely excels with his bomber cannon micro. And if we look at him, he's definitely doing the right moves here, trying to push more to left-hand side as he knows that's where the gold is. And he's doing some raids on the left-hand side as well with the Costelier. Sitaux, you know, he still has 134 villagers. So both players are so equal right now. I still like the Sitaux's position a bit better because he seems to be having better position with the Krepos, but they're going to go down now. So, Dave,
I like Vinchester's better. That's crop rotation right there.
Oh no,
it's happening. I like Vinchester's position a little bit better.
Dave, if you're thinking about Vinchester's mind right now, you only go for crop rotation if you're thinking about this attack is going to pay for itself within the next 40 minutes.
Yep.
Do you still have some water and coffee?
Well, with Burgundians, it pays for itself a little bit sooner, right?
Yeah. Does it? Why?
So, well, it's cheaper, is it not?
No, I'm just kidding. I know.
Is that a question for the viewers at home again?
Yeah, it is.
You were a test question?
You were like,
I was like, wait a second, is it? Like, you make me question myself, bro.
I love that. On the right-hand side, the Costelier raid, not doing too much. And now in the center, man, Sitaux is pushing here. And now, are we talking about Vinchester's position better again, Dave? Are we talking about that?
I still like Vinch's position better. He's still raiding on the back there. He's under the TC on the right. He still has the gold at the back, and he's got golds on the left side too that Sitaux hasn't secured yet. And Vinchester's production now from the barracks, he's got quite a few of them coming out. Sitaux is only producing from 4 barracks. Vinchester is producing from like 7 or 8.
He has 10 in total on the map, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, 13 even. And yeah, he will be able to get out a lot of numbers. We have right now Vinchester 160 population against the 174. His economy looks very strong. Both players do. Vinch wins this. Okay, I go.
Yeah,
I go for.
I think
Sitaux.
Burgundian Vineyards is going to be big too, as the deeper that this game goes, right?
Okay. Well, Dave, I will just go for Sitaux just to have a different opinion than you.
Okay.
Okay.
Vinch is now shifting 3 bomber cannons over to the right. They're very exposed though.
Yeah, very exposed. But I don't see any army from Sitaux which could punish that. And Dave, we have halberdiers. We have halberdiers for Sitaux.
Yep, of course. What else would we have? Also, 1 two-handed swordsman. That has to be a misclick, right?
It must be.
Maybe?
Yeah. It's a misclick. The thing is, the hand cannoneer are just going to be so tough to deal against. And I feel like if we're thinking about that, what would Hera do in Sitaux's position, Dave? He would try to raid as much as possible with the Hussars. Don't use them for engaging into an army. Try to play your...
He's just now getting Burgundian Vineyards. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
I thought he had that the whole time.
Yeah, well, now it's a different
Well,
topic.
I mean, it's good. It's good, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
You can see the gold going up. It's already getting value now.
Yeah, yeah. And now we see Sitaux trying to expand onto the center with farms, and in general, that's never a thing which is a positive one. So, maybe you're right, Dave. Maybe Vinchester is getting the lead here, but it still feels like a equal series so far.
He's also got, Sitau's got 1 gold to take. I think a 3 tile to take in the middle there. That's like kind of under threat from the production buildings from Vinchester. And Vinchester's adding 2 extra TCs. And remember what I said when I was talking about that. He's getting arson right now. And I think we're about to see the click, Jordan.
He needs to expand his villager numbers, though. He needs at least 140, 150 in order for this one to be... No, Dave! You see what Sitaux... No!
From Sitaux! The double. We're getting the double here.
We talked about the double D earlier, so... this is another double here. And...
Those hand cannons are so strong. They're just sitting on the hill,
good.
like, ripping everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the KD. Look at how even it is, though. Oh, my God. I did not expect that. I thought Sitaux would be further behind.
763 against the 756. And, yeah, this is...
It's a hell of a game, honestly.
Do you think, Dave, that we're entering a stage where there is no wood left on this map?
I never thought I'd see that on Land Madness.
Yes,
Never.
well.
These games usually end in like 20 minutes. So.
Yeah, yeah. I think, without any doubt, this by far is the best game of the tournament.
Yeah, in terms of evenness, yeah, I really enjoyed the Tato Say My Name game just because of how emotional I could tell it was for both of them, you know?
Okay.
But there's a Krepos now from Sitaux on that gold on the left. So he's going to go for it and try and secure that. Vinchester now with a lot of res in the bank, and he's losing villager numbers. So if he wants to go for the button, he's going to have to build up quite a few more. He's got enough TCs, but his military is just non-existent.
Dave, look at the population of Vinchester.
Yep.
He only has 140 population. Why? I mean, he doesn't have wood, so he cannot produce halberdiers. But he has a bit of wood and gold, so he can continue going for the hand cannoneers. And it just feels like Sitaux is taking the upper hand right now.
Making more Castilier. Still not elite, though, and he's sending those over to deal with the halberdiers. Sitaux is now on the gold on the left-hand side. The hand cannons are still just sitting on a hill, shredding everything, though.
Yeah, completely. And they're also...
It's a meat grinder.
Yeah, and they also deal 10% more damage compared to other civilizations. Or is it 10%? No, it's 20%.
Question for the chat. What's the percentage? We already know.
25. Yeah, okay. Good job, guys. Good job.
Yep.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, oh god, I'm so stupid. 40 and 10 is 25. Yeah, okay, never mind. So, it was just a trick question. And, Dave, which position do you prefer right now?
The momentum is with Sitaux. For sure. I still like Vinchester's spot, though. I still like it because, like, Sitau's momentum is kind of stalled out now. And you have the group of hand cannons. You have Burgundian vineyards, so you just get constant gold. And at any point, you can click Flemish.
Yep. And the problem is, if your opponent is going for Flemish and you don't have the static defenses like trap posts, like castles or walls, that's something which
and you're only making trash army too.
Yeah, that's definitely something which can completely crack you. So, this is, you know, it's just such an equal set. Sitaux now jumping onto the hand cannoneers, and he will have a surround lovely move by him. And it's all about getting the hand cannoneers down as much as possible.
Yep, and for Vinchester, it's about escaping with them. And it looks like he has escaped with a few, and he's going to sit on the hill, once again, do some significant damage. Sitaux, though, keeps sending units in. And this is what you were talking about, what Hera would do, right? Hera would keep sending the Hussar in there. Sitaux sees an opportunity to maybe flank these hand cannoneers. But Vinchester, like, from Sitau's point of view, he's like, I need to kill the hand cannoneers. He's going to run out of gold. He's got gold.
Yeah.
He's got gold right now. You should be raiding villagers on wood lines, on farms, everything like that. That's where Vinchester is struggling right now.
Exactly. On the right-hand side, we see a raid coming in as well for Sitaux, but Vinchester reacting immediately. And it's just... Sitaux has the momentum, he has 200 population, while Vinchester only has 160. But it still should be fine. However, it feels like Sitaux is getting more and more control on the left-hand side. And what I'm missing from him right now is siege rams.
Siege rams could be an option. I guess it would really be, because then you're forcing the halberdier to engage against them, and you can just shred the hand cannons behind, right?
Yeah. And also at this moment where there's not too much gold on the left on the map left anymore, the siege rams really do work against the trash units. And hand cannon, they do not do anything.
This might be a panic button from Vinchester. He's at 132 vils now.
Yeah.
And his hand cannons are struggling to hold against the army. The halberdiers production is just not there, and he's queuing up 12 more vils. This might be the moment pretty soon from Vinch. As the Cavalier come in again on the left side, just no break whatsoever for Vinchester. He's trying to get a counter raid in with the Castilier, but Sitaux is all over that.
Man, this is such a beautiful game. Both players are playing their heart out. Sitaux even trying to quick... Wow! Even able to do those kind of things, even though everything is so chaotic, means that, you know, Sitaux, he is definitely on the top of this game. And we are reaching a situation where both players are trading 1,000 units with each other.
Pop cap the entire time for Sitaux, but Vinchester is making his way back here. The threat for Sitaux is if you ever let up momentum and Vinchester manages to get a single push going with his army, because you really struggle against the hand cannon halb. If he manages to get a concerted push, you might be in trouble, because then he can start thinking about something like Flemish as well.
Yeah. What do you think about adding skirms here for Sitaux?
Are they going to give you anything that you don't already have?
They're very good against the hand cannoneer and the halberdiers, right? Dealing extra bonus damage.
Then you're kind of losing mobility as well if you're adding them.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like on this kind of map, maybe you don't really want to go that route, as they are very cost heavy on wood, and you would rather have the farm replacements instead of skirms here. So, yeah, maybe that's why Sitaux didn't go for that. And yeah, we have 1,006 kills for Vinchester and 1,000 kills for Sitaux.
Also, a lot of gold in the bank for Sitaux, for both players. They're just kind of banking right now, and Siege Ram is on the way.
Now, finally, yeah.
Lots of control over that left-hand side for Sitaux. He's pushing Vinchester back, and Vinchester, what are the wood options for him looking like? He's got the little area to the left, and then the contested area in the middle. So right now for Vinchester, that's the only wood line over there on the left side.
Yep. And it feels like Sitaux is doing all the right calls here. Also, the Hustlers are doing very well as well with steer-ups, so that's something we must not forget here. And on the right-hand side, I think we're going to see a push. There's even a little bit of stone he could be grabbing as well. And, in the center is getting a stone as well. So he will be then able to get 2 or 3 more Krapust out. And that's going to be helpful so much here. He doesn't have chemistry yet.
How is the KD so even?
I don't understand. I thought Vinchester is leading, but...
Yeah. Buying food. Vinchester's buying food. Is that for... What is this for, Vinchester?
Don't tell me.
He's buying food when he's got 14 vils queued.
Don't tell me that. Are we going to see...
It's a great price.
Are we going to see the button being clicked, Dave? Are we going to see that?
Oh, Sitaux just used all of his gold to queue Cavaliers.
Oh no!
27 queued now.
He wants the 200 swordman right now. That's what he needs. Especially with
that's a tough fight to take on the left side with the hand cannon sitting there, all the Castilier, the TC there, the villagers in the way, and there it is! Flemish Revolution! And the army numbers for Vinchester shoot up 164 military now. He's got to get it all involved, all on the field, and these guys are making their way across. And now Sitaux is going to be falling back here. He's been pushing for a very long time. He's making a Krepos in the middle of the map.
Yep.
And Vinchester is adding in villagers behind this.
And Dave, the problem is he doesn't have ballistics. He doesn't have chemistry. These are two so important tags if you're going for static defense, as Sitaux is doing right now. And he desperately needs to get out as many crash posts as possible.
I love this from Vinchester. Do you see what's in his siege workshops? He's building up 4 bombard cannons, keeping them inside until he clears up the army, and then he'll have siege to back this up.
Yeah. This is the moment for Vinchester to win this game right now. It's an all or nothing play by him. And having the right units against Sitaux's units, as it is heavily focused on cavalry. And yeah, it looks very good for Vinchester right now. We have 145.
No murder holes either.
No murder holes. So. Yeah, that's horrible. And look at how fast the Krepos is going down. That's insane.
Yep, with Arson, these units are pretty strong. Krepos, not the strongest building ever. They're going to be pushed back on the left side. However, on the right side, Vinchester is losing all his Flemish militia, and he's down to 69 of them now.
Yeah.
So Sitaux is holding on the right side. This might actually be a situation where Vinchester does enough damage to kind of let his eco get back into the game, but he's not doing enough to kill off Sitaux. So we might see Flemish into not GG.
Yeah, it is something which is very likely to happen. And Sitaux has an army of 80. He has 80 army against 90 of Sitaux, of Vinchester.
Oh, and one Hussar is taking out the bomber cannons.
Oh.
Okay, now the hand cannons, if they actually hit shots, they can do that. Flemish militia now against Cavalier, and that was all the gold from Sitaux invested in those Cavalier. Remember that.
Yeah.
And he's got now 2-handed swordsman on the way. Yeah. He's going to clear up this army. There's only 30 Flemish militia left from Vinchester, and he's spending all his food to make more villagers to get his eco back rolling. This is this Flemish militia or revolution tech didn't pay off fully for Vinchester.
It did
Sitaux is still in this.
He definitely is, and we currently have Dave. He has 130 population against the 77 of Vinchester.
Yep,
this
reset.
must be
Reset.
Yeah, this must be the moment for Sitaux now. He needs to get siege workshop siege out. But I don't think he has the resource right now. 92 villagers against 66.
No, he spent all of his gold. And he's down to 92 villas, like you said. And there's still some army on the field for Vinchester as he just desperately tries to pop up once again.
Yeah.
He's got nothing in the queue, though, just villagers. And here come the Hussar. This might be it for Vinch.
I think so. He is desperately trying to make something happen, but now garrisoning the villages again. And that's not something you want to do in this position right now. He doesn't have any economy anymore. Look at the resources. No food, no wood, no gold, no stone. And I'm afraid to say, guys, but I think we're going to see a conclusion of this game very, very soon here.
Oh, he's getting more hand cannons. Siege rams on the right side. Needs to deal with those. Has retasked his villagers over to the farms once again. And the farms are going to give him not just food, but gold as well. With Burgundian vineyards, and now Sitaux is back up to 200 population. Vinchester is at 124, and he's just trying to hold on, and he's held on the left, Jordan.
Yep.
So now he just needs to hold in the middle on the right.
Yep.
And he's back up to 100 vills again.
It's crazy. He's booming with how many TCs? 7, if I'm not mistaken. Dave, I'm just asking, how is he ever going to stop the push on the right-hand side?
Well, he brings the army from the left. There is an army there. There's some Flemish militia, and there's some hand cannons making their way over again.
We have 33 army for Vinchester, and Sitaux has almost a triple size amount of army. So I don't see a world where Vinchester can hold. He will try everything he can, sending in the halberdiers in front of the hand cannoneer to stop the push. But the two-handed swordmen, they're going to be so beneficial as well in these kind of fights. And the Rams, if they're charging in now...
Vinchester's up to 150 pop again, by the way.
Yeah, that's insane. Don't tell me he's holding.
It's that crazy
Don't tell me,
man.
Don't tell me he's holding this one.
And he's still got Flemish militia on the left side to defend against the raids.
Yeah.
And now it's just halberdier against hand cannon in the middle with TCs and castles firing. And the siege ram aren't able to do anything, and the Hussar at the back are going to get cleared up by halberdier. So it's a reset. It's just a straight up reset.
It's 170 population against 150 now.
Yep.
What are we witnessing, Dave?
I don't know. I want to see how many halves at the end of the game Sitaux has produced. Like,
Okay,
I think it's gonna be 1,800.
1,800. I would have gone for 3,000, but I guess that's way over the top.
We just look at the kill death right now. I'm gonna say at the end of the game it's gonna be 1,800, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the siege rems are working on the castle. Vinch needs to save that for sure.
Yeah.
100% needs to save that, and he's already going out with villagers. Sitaux is behind though with more army. Vinchester's at 164 pop, but the castle will go down. He's gonna have to fall even further back.
Yeah. And Sitaux, he's desperately trying to make the push, and he's doing that. But if we're looking at the overall population, Vinchester's fine, Dave.
Yep. But the production is not there. 31 military only, but still only 54 for Sitaux. So
yeah. And Sitaux,
oh my! And Vinchester's ahead on pop for a brief second there. He's ahead on population.
What is going on?
What the hell, dude? He's running out of wood though. He needs to secure that wood line at the back corner, I think.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Sitaux, I feel like he needs more villagers. How many TCs does he have? He has two TCs, and he's screwing up more villagers. That's exactly what he needs to do, because his economy is not at a point where he can afford replenishing all the units he's losing right now.
Look at his wood count. Uh-oh. This is going to get rough for Sitaux if he can't produce helps anymore.
Yeah.
Can be really bad. Like, he's got 72 farmers, but only 20 on wood right now.
Yeah.
And remember, he doesn't have that final wood upgrade either.
Yep. Oh, this is
Vinchester's going to push back.
He is. It looks like he's pushing this one back. On left-hand side, there are some ratings going on with the Hussar still. But, yeah. Vinchester is obviously on point with that one. Reacting in time. Dave, Hussar's now coming in.
Sitaux is buying wood. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got 31 on wood now. He's got 15 vills queued. Vinchester now going into Hussar. Oh my god, dude. Reset.
Oh god.
Reset again.
We were at 70 population against 130. And we are now again at 150 to 150.
This is crazy, man. This is an insane game.
How did you hold that? Are you eating right now, by the way?
No, I was drinking water.
Okay, never mind. I was like, Dave is making it himself comfortable right now.
Yeah, I am, actually. I'm sitting cross-legged on my chair right now.
Oh, this is... How does he not have
to secure wood somewhere? He needs to secure wood other than that place.
Yeah.
Go for a TC in the corner, get some walls there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And he needs to expand to left-hand side desperately, because the place he's taking wood from is the only place he's doing that from now. Right-hand side, we see Vinchester trying to get some raids in with the Hussars as well. But Sitaux, he is making himself comfortable on left-hand side, and he wants to push through here.
Yep, and Vinchester only with 4 hand cannons right now. And that was the big thing for him, right? Yep. That was how he was winning all these fights, and there's only 4 of them over there, and they're in the wrong spot. The Halbs are pushing through the center.
Yep.
Vinch has 146 villagers now.
Can you push the button twice, Dave?
No. The button is a one-time thing. Very.
Okay.
It's pushable once.
Oh. Right-hand side. It feels like... Yeah, right-hand side has been addressed regarding the raids. But... Sitaux, he just cannot push Vinchester here. I think all the gold spending of Sitaux must be invested into ramps right now.
Now, Vinch is even selling food for gold? Feels like you already have enough gold, but guess not. Also, did he get Bracer so that he can make skirms, or why did Vinch get Bracer there?
I think for extra damage output from the castles.
Feels like it would have been more useful earlier.
Yeah, definitely. But
okay, so that Krepos is gonna fall, and that was a big investment from Sitaux.
Yep.
Put that there.
Right hand side, there is a raid going on from Sitaux, and Ram is coming in as well. It feels like Sitaux has the initiative, but it feels also that Vinchester is always having the right answers and pushing back once again.
Finch is now going to that wood line on the left side. So he's completely exhausted the wood line that was in his base. All the other wood lines are gone. He's farming on top of them now. Sitaux still with a ton of options, but all in the middle of the map here, Jordan.
Man. And this is just insane. And Sitaux even went for berries in 1 hour and 45 minutes, Dave.
Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And Vinchester now with a decent production queue.
Yeah.
Sitaux getting Bagains now. He's just now getting Bagains.
Yeah, that's super late.
He went for the two-handed swordsman earlier too.
Yeah. Super late here. The center seems to be a little pushed by Vinchester, but I think it should be defended here. And the right-hand side, that one is going to be defended as well. And it feels like Sitaux is running out of breath here.
Running out of steam for sure. It's Vinchester's turn to raid.
Yeah.
Vinchester's turn to raid, and he sees all those villagers on that wood line in the center. And Vinchester has that back wood line. It's still easily raidable, but Sitaux's wood lines are going to be right near the battlefield here. There's 1, 2, 3 available. And nothing else for him, Jordan. The last wood is going to be like on this left corner here where Vinchester is.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Is this going to be a wood game on Land Madness? No way.
I told you, this is going to be a wood one. And I never seen a game like this on Land Madness. I've seen a couple on Arabia, but never ever on Land Madness.
And also, we take into account that he did click Flemish Militia, or Flemish Revolution, and we're still into the game about 30 minutes after that. We're still playing.
Yeah, and we're still playing at the same conditions for both players. Both have 170. I just looked, 174 population for both players, Dave.
Raids again on the left-hand side. It's like not being able to wall on this map just makes the late game so messy.
Yeah.
There's just raids coming from everywhere. Like half the time you can't even quick wall your villagers. Okay, we have a decent amount of two-handed swordsmen now. With the +8 infantry armor on them, which is disgusting. Won't help out very much against those hand cannons.
That's the thing. The hand cannoneers is the only unit right now for Vinchester who are really posing a threat against those two-handed swordmen. If Sitaux somehow is able to clean those, then he's going to be completely crush everything Vinchester can throw at him. But, you know, Sitaux also, he's running out of gold. He's going to be completely decimating the army here in the center. And now Vinchester is trying to loop around with the hand cannoneer, but I don't think he should be escaping here, Dave.
Vinchester down to 61 farmers too. He was sitting at 80 something for a while, and that means more gold income for him as well.
Yeah.
So he's got to make sure he keeps his farming number up. He's getting in a lot of wood at the moment. He's raiding himself a little bit on the left side and on the right side.
Yeah.
Sitaux is once again struggling for wood again.
He's struggling for wood, and I think the best approach for Sitaux right now must be on the left-hand side to push there. But I don't think he has the resources to do so.
He keeps coming back to the right side, but there's no actual resources here. There's just farms.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and there's also a castle defending, right? So whenever you push into that, you're not going to be trading that efficiently, and you much rather have the push going on the left-hand side. But yeah, he's not doing that so far. And now we have him struggling with wood so much here.
See, if Viper was in this game right now, Jordan, he would have 5,000 gold banked and like 20,000 wood. He'd just be sitting there stockpiling resources, right?
Exactly.
I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, that's something where he's really excelling in. The efficiency of his units and how he wants to spend things. We see a raid coming in on the left-hand side for Sitaux, having some hustlers. And the two-handed swordman. And I love that as an addition. I absolutely love that. Because the hand cannoneers are forced to defend now. And he only has 5 on the right-hand side. So Sitaux definitely will do some damage here on the left-hand side.
Quick walls. Those are ugly to put down on this map. Oh boy. And you can tell the desperation to not lose that wood and not lose those villagers, because he hasn't been doing that all game.
Yeah.
And he realized that it's very important that he save this stuff.
Yeah.
He's now sending all his military over there. Another raid coming in on the right-hand side. And once again, Sitaux is in the driver's seat. He's only now getting supplies?
Yes. Yes.
Oh
What do you think about that one, Dave?
Late text for both.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I understand that the game is so complex. It was all the time. So no player had any chance to, you know, maybe sit down and be like, okay, I'll take 2 seconds to think. It's just been action all the time.
I think Sitaux wants to end the game now. He's up to 90 military now.
Yep.
And he's really producing. His villagers are at 101. His resources are kind of stretched at the moment, except for food. And he's only got 12 halbs in the queue.
Yeah.
He wants to end the game now, but he just ran all his units into the castle again on the right-hand side. And he's lost a lot of his two-handed swordsmen on the other side, being outnumbered by the military from Vinchester.
Yeah. I like what Sitaux is doing, though. He's now fully focusing onto the northern side. And he knows exactly, if he goes here for the juggler, he will be able to win the game. And Dave, right now, I would even feel comfortable saying, I don't see how Vinchester can hold this one anymore.
I think he can. He's going for archer ranges over here. He's going for archer ranges. Going to get some more hand cannons out. He's got 8 in the queue. He's just going to keep up the pike production. Food is going to be an issue for him. Needs to make more villagers, which he's doing right now. And the hand cannons are coming. And Sitaux is still... He's at the limit for res. He has a lot in the queue, though.
Yeah. And why is he not engaging onto the left-hand side with the two-handed swordman? He pulled those back. And that's something I don't agree with, because that's all the wood income for Vinchester. And if you're able to get in there, he's completely dead. They've 140 population against 200. This must be game.
Sitaux wants to end it, for sure.
Yeah.
Those big gains, two-handed swordsmen, are so strong.
Yeah, they are.
You need hand cannons, and Vinchester right now with 35 military only is trying to build up enough hand cannons. But you have to wait till you have like 10, 15 of those with halbs in front.
Yeah. Oh god, and Vinchester just desperately trying to wall on the left-hand side. He has stone, so in theory, he could be stonewalling that one. But that's not something we're seeing from him. And
he still has some wood in the bank at least.
Yeah.
And he's making more villas, so he's going to try push back. And Sitaux just threw away a lot of halberdiers. But look at the queue now for Sitaux. He's got a lot in there.
Yeah, he does. And it feels like whenever he's going to be able to push on the left-hand side and reach that position here, he should be in a dominant position.
Back to 160 pop.
Yeah.
And
how?
That two-handed swordsman trying to break through, go for walls. Sacrifice the bills.
He's blocking
Get
himself.
the wall down. Get the wall down. Ah, he did it.
Oh god.
He did it, and the game carries on.
Dave, what is the likelihood of this going to 200 population against 200 population again?
I think it's pretty high.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think it will happen.
And
Vinchester just took a really good fight there.
Yeah, killing all the hussars.
And now he's got his hand cannon mass. Well, it's 7, but whatever. It's something.
Oh, is there a possibility to draw in the game? We don't have that in Age of Empires.
Two-handed swordsmen are in.
Oh yeah, they are.
Vinchester is now down to 95 villas. He's got more villas queued, though, and he's going for another TC over there. And he's pushing them back once again.
Oh.
Now, what's the wood looking like for Sitaux? He's got 2 wood lines available. And he's taking wood forward. Okay, that's good. But
he's losing so many hussars.
Are dying.
Yeah, they're dying, and he's losing a lot of hussars in the process as well.
Oh, God, that hussar fight. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sitaux.
No. That's so much.
Oh, that hurts. Dave, we have 140 population against 158.
This is a teeter-totter, man.
Oh, no. Look at the wood income for Vinchester. He has 16 on wood right now. He doesn't have wood to produce halberdiers soon anymore.
Yeah, what happened to that Oh man, what happened to the 1900 wood he had in the bank just a minute ago?
Yeah. I mean, he has
Really
one
tough.
halberdier. He has one halberdier in the queue. So, no, halberdiers are
Gotta
costly.
get Vils over to that wood line.
Yeah.
He is getting food and gold, so he can produce hand cannons.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
He's got 17 of those now, which is fantastic, but he definitely needs wood. Check your mills, see if you have any farms queued up there. I don't know why you would queue farms anymore, but check for building foundations, right?
Yeah, and
Try and delete them.
you're trying everything to get wood. And now we see on the right-hand side Sitaux pushing with the Rams. But I don't think that should be adding too much value for him. Hand cannoneers, he's pulling away a hand cannoneers, which would mean that in theory, on the left-hand side, there should be possibilities to make something happen as well.
And now Vinch has 30 on wood again. It's still not a lot of wood in the bank, but he's going for a Hussar to just give him something.
Yep.
Still has the hand cannons over there dealing with all that stuff on the right side.
Yeah.
And Sitaux has 2 wood lines left here. He's going forward again with villagers to take all that he can. Vinchester keeps streaming villagers to that left corner to keep getting wood income.
Yeah.
And more hand cannons in the queue. This is a chess match now. You have to choose your moves very carefully.
Yeah.
You've been doing everything. You know, it's starting to settle down. You've been just raiding, sending units in, you know, trying to get momentum. But I think the game's going to slow down a little bit here.
Yeah. It looks
And you're
like
going to
that.
have to start picking your battles very, very carefully.
You have to be so cautious with how you spend resources now as well, and also how you utilize your army. On the right-hand side, we see a raid coming in from Vinchester, but that's not going to do anything. And Sitaux trying to get some villager kills. He's successful in doing so, but I'm just afraid for him that he doesn't have the units to counter
And look
those.
at this.
Yeah.
Hand cannon mass.
Yeah,
22 of them
22.
coming
Exactly.
over.
Exactly. That's what I was mentioning. Like, I don't see how Sitaux can kill those hand cannoneers if Vinchester is doing it correctly.
Yep.
And he has. Look at the army size of Sitaux, though.
100? Yeah. He's had that for a while, though, and he keeps... The problem for Sitaux here is that he keeps losing villagers, and he's not replacing them. He was replacing them for a very long time, and that means that he gets like a temporary momentum bonus from having that extra pop space.
Yep.
But it's gonna hurt you in the long term if Vinchester manages to hold on. Once again, in on that wood line. And this is valuable because you're killing villagers with wood in their arms.
Yeah, exactly.
Which will deny wood for the later stages of the game, right?
Man, if you bring up that argument, that already tells me that, we're desperate.
This is too far gone.
Yeah, we're desperate.
This is far gone.
Yeah. So we're literally trying to see everything how this game could be ending, but right now, both players... Yeah, okay. Vinchester has 150 population. Sitaux has 200. So... he still has the domination here, and Sitaux is desperately trying to get a piece of the wood pie as well, Dave.
Is that one of your favorite pies? The wood pie?
Did I say something wrong here?
No, just wood pie.
Yeah, of course.
Sounds weird.
Yeah, I think
you're getting a piece of the pie.
I think we talked about cakes earlier, right? Like not earlier, but a couple of weeks ago. So the wood pie is my favorite one. Yeah.
The wood pie.
Yeah.
Did you get splinters from that, or?
Yeah. It's pretty tasty.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's just the Germans, man. Don't question things.
You know what? Having tried my fair share of German cuisine, I can't say I'm surprised. Hey, here come the Hussar. Uh-oh. Hand cannon's out of position.
Oh, no. These hand cannoneers must be dying here, no? He's surrounding them so nicely.
He's not attacking with the hand cannons. He's just trying to get out. Oh, that was a mistake. I think you can kill, like, 2 of the Hussars on the bottom side, and you can escape with the hand cannons. But all of them died. There's 10 left over somewhere. They're kind of scattered throughout his eco. He needs to look and find those and bring them back to this fight. It is now 150 pop for Vinchester. 200 pop once again for Sitaux, and Vinchester wasting wood on quick walls. Not ideal.
If you'd rather have stone walls right now than houses because they are so much cheaper on the wood count, and yeah, this must be game. Dave, I know I said that 5 times already, but this must be game.
Yeah, 33 farmers only for Vinchester now.
Yeah,
that was his strength, right?
Yeah.
The fact he was getting food and gold, but he's got 12 hand cannons again.
Yep.
And he's pushing back across once more. KD is still remarkably even.
Yeah.
On this game.
It's crazy. And look at the eco KD, Dave.
Oh my god! Vinchester, how many vills has he made this game? Oh my god, 709 villagers lost?
That's just insane. If
That's
you
the
kill,
worst I've ever seen.
If you kill the Flemish militia, is that counting as eco KD? Does anyone know? I'm asking the proper questions, chat.
I don't know.
No, it's not. Wow, that's even worse than Dave. And now
That's
the surrounding.
terrible.
Now the surrounding
Yeah,
of the
and
hand cannon
the
as
hand
well.
cannons are going down again.
And we see a ram! Dave, we see a ram on the left hand side!
Love to see it. Love to see it taking out those stables that haven't made anything in 5 years. Also, wood is getting scarce for Vinchester.
Yeah.
Wood is getting very scarce over there in the corner.
Yeah.
Sitaux still has a massive queue. And Vinchester, I mean, he's adding more villagers, but he's down to 76 now.
Yeah.
It seems like this is the end. This is the end.
Yeah. This is not winning a fight or battle for Winchester anymore. And on the left hand side, he desperately tries to re-wall with wood. But Dave, I think the result is inevitable.
Inevitable.
Inevitable, yeah.
Inevitable.
Inevitable.
Inenviable.
You know exactly what I want to say. Inevitable.
Just like a wood pie.
Yeah.
Inedible, yeah. Like a wood pie.
Oh god.
You make it out of oak or like beech or what's...
I have no idea. Like, so, have you never had wood pie?
No, I've never had wood pie.
I
No.
Are you feeling like you're missing something that you haven't done that?
No.
Okay. So, Dave, it feels like on the left hand side, once the siege ram is able to push
like a
through.
custom scenario or something. Where you have to hold.
Exactly.
You know, like hold.
Yeah.
Can you make it this like a protect the one or
This-
like you to pray or something? You know?
Yeah. It also feels a bit like low elo play. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Vinchester is still at 115 pop, but Sitaux has been maxed out for a very long time. He's kept up the production. Vinchester
we
calls
have
the
the
GG, and what a
GG.
GG. What a
We have
GG
the
it
GG, man.
was. Oh my god. And Vinchester, no way Vinch made more halbs than Sitaux. I'm looking at that number. Remember I called 1,800 halbs made. It's 1,070 for Vinchester and 1,053 for Sitaux.
Wow.
And the KD is so even. Oh my god.
It's just 21 discrepancy there. This must have been the closest game I've watched in a long time. And
This is crazy.
oh, man, that's insane. And also all happening on Land Madness. This was not Black Forest, Dave. This was Land Madness.
That is that's kind of nuts, honestly. And we can look at the timeline and see where Flemish came in, and then we had another like hour after that.
Yeah, usually when you see Flemish Revolution is all or nothing.
And Sitaux actually had more gold collected despite Burgundian Vineyards.
Yep. Man, that's just insane. Look at the stats. So equal there, economy-wise. Sitaux pulling ahead. From Sitaux, I would have liked to see siege rams on the left-hand side a bit earlier. And Winchester just doing a phenomenal job holding all the time. It felt like Sitaux was pushing most of the time, having the initiative, but yeah, Winchester just beautifully defending all the time. And it was the problem of wood, Dave. It was the problem of wood.
Vinchester made 925 vills that game.
How do you see that?
On capture age on the society stats, you can see the total amount of vills.
What?
Bro, that's insane in a 1v1. That's crazy.
925.
Yeah, he was producing bills like mad.
Whoa. Yeah, that was just completely insane. Completely insane. Yeah, by far the craziest game I've casted in a long, long time. Maybe the craziest game I've casted ever. I know, Dave, you have more experience with casting, so maybe you cannot say that, but for me, 100%
No,
was.
not the craziest, but it's up there for. All right, so we've got Koreans against Malay, and it's on Frisia.
Yep.
And I've only ever seen this map once. I think it was like Valessa and ACCM or something like that
But
in one of the medieval brawls, I believe.
by the tone of your voice, I can tell that you absolutely love this map, don't you, Dave?
No, it was fine. It was a fine game. At least it's gonna be a little bit quicker, hopefully.
Well,
Man,
Dave,
I like these. Okay, go ahead.
The good thing is I don't think there's as much wood there, is there?
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah.
I like these bushes, like next to Vinchester's TC, like these little straggler trees.
Am I blind? Which bushes are you talking about?
Bush C. You see the ones on like they're
I'm
like
blind.
little pine cones.
Can someone help me out here?
Oh my god.
I'm blind. Maybe
I shouldn't have said anything.
maybe I'm exhausted.
Do you not see the bush C?
The bush C.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, anyway. Koreans against Malay. Who do you favor here?
Well, I'm still confused with the bush C. Yeah, okay, let's continue. Maybe, yeah.
Oh, you have a mod. It doesn't look the same for you. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Ah,
that makes sense.
okay. Okay, so Dave, what do you think? Which civilization is better?
Well, I just asked you that question, but thank you for redirecting it right back at me again.
I know.
I like Vinchester Civ if you get into Castle Age in a decent position.
Yeah.
I like Sitaux Civ for the Feudal Age play.
Yeah. Koreans obviously have the bonus that their wood units don't cost as much, so they have a little discount on that. Helps a lot on hybrid maps, and especially towers could be dominating on this map as well, as there is so much map control you can gain with them. Malay obviously have the advantage getting to the next age 80% faster, and their fish is also very nice with the fish traps. I don't think we will see that, but you know, it's just out there.
Also,
and
line of sight on the docks,
Yeah.
I think, is really underrated bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Super good. It's like having a
Outpost.
town patrol outpost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, if we're thinking about, I mean, it's not that crazy because we just saw a very long post-game game. If you're thinking about post-game this game, we could see Malay going for a lot of harbor docks here as well on the shallows.
Oh, that would have to be a long post game. And Malay would have the food only two-handed swordsman. So we'd see the fish traps, the harbors, and then the two-handed swordsman. I remember once, Jordan, I was playing a nomad free-for-all, and I killed everybody except one other guy. And basically what he did was he played as Malay. He went for harbors all around the nomad thing. He didn't have any villagers, made fish traps, and just had like 20 barracks left over. And spam two-handed swordsman at me.
Whoa,
I couldn't do anything. I literally couldn't do anything.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Don't tell him that, though. He'll get all cocky about it.
But that is really amazing. That's something I would never even think about. I would be like, okay, I have villagers. I don't have any villagers anymore. I'm dead, right?
Yep.
So there was...
obviously you didn't watch the Viper versus Hera in Nilly's tournament.
Wasn't that Islands?
That was Islands when Hera had like 3 galleons left.
Oh yeah.
To micro them.
And what did Viper have?
Viper had no vills. He just had fish traps as Malay. He still had his market left over though. Hera didn't kill the market.
No way.
With the Hussar raids, so.
Okay. That must have been maybe that was one of the craziest games you have ever casted, huh?
Yeah, it was a long one. A lot of people didn't like it. I don't understand why. Like, it's such a unique kind of thing, right?
Yeah, but it's Islands. I think because of that.
Yeah, I like Islands, so I like Team Islands a lot. So.
Okay. So we have Vinchester grabbing 2 sheep here in the north side. And this map, you start with 10 sheep, if I'm not mistaken. And now on left-hand side, Vinchester has docked here. On right-hand side, Sitaux there. So I don't think we will see water aggression from both players, and I would imagine that we see a lot of action on land here, Dave.
Yeah, the docks are just way too far apart. Maybe like
Yeah.
a few fire ships here or there, but
Yeah.
other than that.
And we see
Do you
indeed
think
Vinchester. Yeah, go ahead.
Vinchester goes to stone and gets a castle up? Is that the plan?
I think he will go to stone eventually, to at least get some towers up as well.
Oh, he's sending the villagers
And
forward.
he's sending them in,
Okay.
and he's building militia as well, so that will turn into men at arms. And Sitaux, he currently has no idea about that.
Yep. Just sitting here like, looks like a quick game, looks like a quick game. It's like a quick game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, please
Yeah, finish it.
finish it. Come on, the game could have been over by now already. You also have
There's
to.
a barracks there from Sitaux, and Vinchester kind of let him know he was there shooting at that ibex.
Yeah, I guess that was a misclick. Or maybe you think that was a boss move, like, yo, I'm here. I'm ready for you.
Well, maybe Sitaux doesn't know.
No, he
Actually,
does
he
not.
knows about the militia,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know about the villagers because he's over on that gold now, and the barracks has actually been delayed. That's kind of a big deal here. Just even a couple seconds buying that
And,
will
and,
give you time to get the tower down, get your archer range up, and
and look at Sitau's point of view. He doesn't see the tower, Dave. He does not see
oh,
the
the
tower.
villager dies. That's so good from Vinchester. Oh my
Yeah.
god, and the barracks still isn't up, Jordan.
Yeah, that's amazing for Vinchester. He's going to take such a huge lead in this one. And yeah, it feels like Sitaux right now is going to be struggling a lot to fend off the aggression. The barrack is still not up.
It's still not up, and another villager dies.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem, right? This is the problem, Jordan. Sitaux wasn't respecting the two militia.
Wow. I cannot say anything about that now.
Yeah, he needed to respect them.
Yep. Man. This is... And, you know, looking at the situation, Sitaux isn't a bad one, but when you look at the economy, 26 for Vinchester, 31 for Sitaux.
Yeah, Vinchester not keeping up with the fish, I guess. And
Yeah,
Sitaux
must be.
adding more, and Sitaux
Oh,
also
yeah.
sending the fire ship back across here. Vinchester also with 30 seconds more idle TC time, and I wonder if he got... Did he get Town Watch? He did get Town Watch, so that's the
Sitau's-
villager discrepancy right
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Or
You know that
blacksmith. That's a bold strategy. I love
exactly,
that one.
exactly. That's kind of a Huang blacksmith right there.
There's nothing I love more than putting a market right beside someone's TC as well. I hope we see that here.
A market into your opponent's face.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Is it
I used to do that all the time on Empire Wars when I played with controller on Empire Wars when the queue was actually active. You send
Yeah.
like 5 villagers forward right away, and you just build all the buildings you need inside their economy.
What? Is that?
I got some really unhappy people. I can tell you.
So it was the mana market, right?
Yeah, it was just the like, screw it. I'm looking here anyway. Let's just build a market for another tower coming from Vinch, and he's gonna
Yeah.
repair this fire galley. He's gonna win this fight. Nice.
Beautifully done by Vinchester. He has to abandon the tower though in the front because he saw the Sitaux tower, and yeah, Sitaux still commits to this one, and he has enough stone to build another one, and I think that should be okay for him for now. But once Vinchester, yeah, it's just in general for Sitaux, it's not the best situation to be in because for Koreans these towers scale very well. With Malay, not so much.
But credit to Sitaux to go out to that stone right away and
Yeah.
realize what's happening, right? And
Yeah.
he's actually gonna be attacked off that stone.
Yeah. But I think he doesn't mind too much anymore because he has done a beautiful defense so far. But Vinchester, he's looping around to left hand side. He's going for fletching now as well, something which Sitaux is completely missing. And
I wonder if like,
Yeah.
okay, so blue and purple aren't that far off on the color scheme. From the corner of your eye, you must be thinking if you're Sitaux, like, I have a blacksmith. Like I've got one, right? It's in his base.
it is so
you're
close to
just
my
like-
base, yeah.
Yeah, you're like hitting the hotkey. Like, why is my hotkeys aren't working? What is this stupid game? You know?
Give me a pause, freaking D, man.
Yeah.
On left hand side,
Another
I love
tower.
that. I love the tower by Vinchester, but Sitaux is on point here as well. And on water, it looks like both seem to be or stabilizing there. Nothing too crazy going on.
Sitaux is adding 2 more docks, though.
Yeah, Sitaux definitely 2 more. Oh yeah, he has even wow.
Yep.
So he's going very heavy on the fishing boat production, and that's the Black Forest experience here.
And now he comes forward with skirms. Now skirms aren't that impressive, but there's no military whatsoever here from Vinch.
Yep.
So he's gonna have to use stone for another tower, probably.
Yeah, and Sitaux, I would say, is doing a beautiful defense so far, Dave. Maybe even
Lots of fishing ships from Sitaux. Tons of fish.
And I love that. Wow, he's really expanding in that direction. And he should also have the army on water to defend against that.
Vinch, are you not noticing this going on at your base? Okay, finally notices. He did lose a villager there before.
Yeah.
He's going to push this stuff away. And there's the tower finally. And there's fletching finally from Sitaux. I wonder if Sitaux is actually like, where the hell is my blacksmith? Why isn't it working?
Yeah, man, he must be happy that he found the blacksmith finally. And yeah, he has a lot of idle villages under the TC. He fixed that right now. And Vinchester in the south side taking berries as well. It feels like it's a stalemate in the middle here. He has more fire galleys, Sitaux, but there are 4 archers shooting
there
as well. Yeah, this should be good.
There are 2 villagers there as well, but not repairing. And here come the skirms back across that way. Vinchester is really distracted, you can tell. And this is not usual for him. So maybe the last game kind of took a toll on him.
Yeah, for sure. Sitaux having a huge lead, army-wise, 8-6. Economy units-wise, 49-41. And if you're looking at the grand scheme of things, Sitaux is trailing behind enormously if it's about the castle age timing. And Vinchester is going up to castle age in a moment here.
But Vinch is really trailing behind on fishing numbers.
Yeah, for sure. He's going up to castle age. How many towers does he have right now? He only has 1. So that's not the ideal situation.
Dock over there for Vinch too. And he's sending the archers back onto that wood line. Sitaux notices that right away. Nice. Perfect.
You know what's interesting? With Koreans, we have the turtle ships, obviously. So that's something Vinchester can be committing to as well.
Oh, here comes the militia again.
The
militia. Better respect this thing, dude. It's still alive. It chased away the skirmishers. It's got a kill.
Where's the militia? Oh, the militia is here. That is the hero militia. Vinchester adding a second archer range as well. And now with the castle age coming in and to the soon-to-be crossbows, that's definitely something you can work with.
And he just simply garrisons in the tower.
Yeah.
And it's all walled up there, so Sitaux can't really sit next to that. That's really good. Sitaux will find this dock here, though. So that'll let him know that Vinch is maybe considering going back on water. Sitaux, lot of gold. He's going for the market now. Going to buy his way up, but still. Very, very big difference here on the castle age timings.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
and 2 fire galleys from the north, too, from Vinchester. Those could find the fish as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's Malay, so he should be able to catch up in the castle age timings sooner than other civilizations. But, as you mentioned, Dave, he's going to try to get some ratings onto the fishing boats. And if Sitaux loses those, his whole economy advantage is going to be down the drain.
An immediate war galley, too.
Yep.
Be really, really good for those fire galleys. Fire ships kill fishing boats so much faster than fire galleys do.
It's insane. It's insane. I mean, Sitaux is adding some fire galleys himself, so he will have the tools to defend these fishing boats. But overall, yeah, Sitaux is going up to castle age now himself. I think he should be still fine.
Fires are in the fishing ships now.
Yep.
These guys looped all the way around. Sitaux notices that right away, though, and he pulls them away. So he's going to save the fish for now. And no way that castle. Why?
I love that castle, Dave. How is Sitaux defending this one?
He's going to get to castle age in 20 seconds here. If he was just 20 seconds faster to castle age, he could have bought himself his own castle and put it down right beside that. But I think this one's going up. Yep.
I think this is a beautiful castle there. Yeah, taking control of the 2 golds and 1 stone here. And Sitaux, he's forced to move all the villagers to the south side of his base. And it's
and
not
there's still
like...
a tower there.
Yeah,
on the
exactly. It's not like it's safe there. The water has been secured for him, so he didn't lose any fishing boats, and he's killing all of Winchester. So, and now we see a castle by Sitaux on the south side. I love the reaction here.
Yep. Take out that tower.
Yep.
And get access to that gold, and you still have your fish alive because you did a good job saving them, like you said.
Yep.
So you're still gonna have a little bit of an economic advantage here. Vinchester now going for skirmishers, and elite skirms with Koreans actually quite nice because you don't have to purchase the 2 armored upgrades, which is usually necessary for those.
Yeah, that's also a tech or a characteristic of Koreans, which is underrated. But getting the archer armor for free upon reaching the next ages is really helpful. And right now, Winchester trying to get some ratings in on these fishing boats, and I think he should be successful in doing so. Especially the fishing boats, like they don't have too much more fish to work on as well.
Yep.
And Winchester now has 51 economy units himself, so he is definitely looking in an okayish position right now.
This is the weirdest battle over there on the island in the north. There's like a wolf, there's another wolf, there's like fire galleys, there's elite skirms. Like, oh my god, roasted, man. Absolutely roasted.
It looks like the wolf has combat. No, it like a... How would you say? A contract with the fire ships? Something like that, they're about to kill the skirms here. So, yeah. Peaceful contract here.
It's a good raid from Sitaux on the gold from Vinchester at home too. He killed 2 villagers with those archers.
Yeah.
He's looping around once again, and he's intercepting the fires too as they try and go around. And Vinchester now building up fires in the south. He's actually moved his fish over there, which was a good move. And he's still looking for damage with the crossbows, but Sitaux still surviving right now. Still a villager ahead, and still many more fishing ships.
Yeah, these 2 players are giving it all. It feels like both of them are so equally matched. And yeah, I cannot really tell who's having the advantage right now. Sitaux should be a bit ahead in terms of economy. But positionally, I like Winchester's position a bit more. Especially because he looks to be booming behind very safely right now.
I would love to see like another castle on the other side of the water from that TC. From Vinchester, just to like cut off the expansion from Sitaux.
This one, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have the stone for that.
He doesn't have the stone, no.
But he could be placing towers as well. That's something which is definitely in his repertoire. And man, I cannot. This castle on the right hand side is so beautiful. And even you could use war wagons right now to raid the fishing boats, because fish traps are going to be.
One in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fish traps are there, or you could just make a tower up there too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so Sitaux cleaning up the dock of Winchester, and I love what Winchester's doing right now. He's expanding to the further southest position possible, and let's see if Sitaux is going to casual into that. No, he's not. So these 4 fishing boats. What happens? Oh, Dave, crossbows, mangonel crossbow.
Yeah. Killed it with the, and then he converted the final crossbow. And Vinchester now going for a tower there. And look at Sitaux coming forward with a castle, Jordan. The guard tower will likely be up here from Vinch. And with that guard tower there, I think you don't go for this castle, because there's a possibility Vinch just goes for another guard tower on the other side. And then 2 guard towers attacking villagers building a castle. Unlikely to get that up. But the castle goes down over here. Still 3 crossbows there from Vinch, but 2 mangonels from Sitaux means that castle will complete. The ram from Vinchester now working on the dock on the right side from Sitaux, and there's a war wagon in Sitau's eco. So Vinchester looking elsewhere for damage rather than denying that castle.
Yeah, Sitaux has the tools to defend though. He attacks into monks, and monks is just a beautiful unit to counter those war wagons. And it feels like on the left hand side, Sitaux, he's not really able to push further because the guard towers are just well positioned. And yeah, on the left hand side we have Winchester expanding also with a market, with archer range coming up as well. And yeah, I don't know, it feels like a very equal game again, Dave.
Vinchester is going to go up to him first though.
Yeah.
Sitaux doesn't really have the food eco. He's only got the fish, basically,
Yeah, yeah.
at this point. And he's adding in some farms now. But when Vinchester goes up, that means he'll have Trebs on the field. And if I'm Vinchester, I think I'm just continuing the push from that castle. And maybe a second castle over there. Actually, do you go for the second castle at home to win the Treb war over there? I don't know.
Yes.
It's difficult.
Yeah, no, you do 100%.
It's always difficult against Malay, though, because you don't know like when they're going to be up, right?
Yeah, you still want to have the castle at home because the castle forward is not going to do or give you as much value as the one which could be defending. So you always want to do that. And yeah, so Winchester, as you said, Dave, he is going up to Imperial Age much faster than Sitaux. He currently has 15 on food and 50 food in the bank. So he is dreaming of Imperial Age right now. And Winchester set himself
good tower
up
from
nice.
Vinch on the other side of that wood line. Sitaux doesn't notice that.
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is
That's
amazing.
perfect.
And Sitaux,
Yeah,
he doesn't see that. Oh, no, he sees that. He could be charging into this one. Yeah, he
He's
will.
sending villagers now. Vinchester, though, sees that. He's got skirms behind, and he puts walls on either side. It's harder to rush these down with the guard tower tech and soon to be keep in a minute and 30. And Vinch has army over here, too, and he's going to complete that. Oh, boy. It's a big investment here from Sitaux to take this tower down.
Yeah, that one is obviously, as a guard tower, much stronger against the villagers. And I'm just wondering, is he going to go for murder holes as well? Most likely not. Man, Sitaux. Winchester, such a nerd. Even microing one war wagon to kill the mangonel, so very nicely done by him.
I think that tower was worth it. Just for all the villagers you killed, all the idle time there, like just full focus. And look at Vinch's res when he gets to Imperial Age here, Jordan.
Yep.
Everything but wood, basically.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, wood is what you want.
Yep.
So that's too bad. And here's the castle again from Sitaux. He's going to try and make it happen this time. Can Vinchester go for a castle there? Maybe delete the archer range? Oh, he goes for a castle further back. Okay.
He's going for husbandry. Very interesting. And yeah, now Winchester is in Imperial Age with a very healthy economy. He has 78 villagers, but it feels like these villagers have been putting in the work. And now Sitaux, he sees that his opponent is in Imperial Age. And I guess he must be feeling very bad about his position. He will try everything he can to get the push done. But I'm not sure how successful he's going to be with this one.
Vinch wants bomber cannon, I think.
Yeah, for sure. He gets traps and bomber cannons right now and places more towers, I would assume.
Honestly, murder holes might not be the worst thing in the world right now for Vinch because he just got 2 towers taken out there.
Yeah, exactly.
If this was, if this was Rubenstock, Yupseong would have been in already.
Yeah, 100%. We have wheelbarrow coming in off his
towers everywhere.
Yeah. Chemistry, Arbalest, and Bracer. And Sitaux has no answer to Arbalest right now whatsoever. So this is going to be very lovely for him. He has 22 army, yes. Winchester only has 5. But it still feels like in these kind of situations, it's all about positioning. And that's something I favor Winchester because he's in Imperial Age. And Sitaux is not even close to that.
No, Sitaux needs to win with Castle Age pressure and then maybe slowly make his way into Imp. He's going to have to hope for a lot of eco damage here, but I mean, it's his economy that's under threat right now. There's Trebs hitting the other side, and that's a great tower in front of the Trebs. And the further that Vinchester pushes up, he'll probably keep putting towers down to prevent Sitaux from stopping that. Look, there's another tower on the wood line, and he's walling this one in here, Jordan.
Yeah, and this is now an Imperial, a keep, right? So, this is going to be very hard to charge into. Vinchester tries to wall this one. I don't think he's going to be having the time. Sitaux should be reacting, but let's see. And on northern side, there are some Karambits trying to do some work. They are not going to be too successful in doing so. And now Sitaux, he will desperately try to ram down the guard, the keep. But the keeps are very, very strong. So I don't think Sitaux is going to be too successful in doing so. And Winchester having a huge score lead.
And that keep in the south is going to be killing a lot of villagers down here. He's getting ballistics now, and the skirmishers, arbalists come in. That's Sitau's wood economy right there. He's attacking keeps with villagers. Vinchester, though, with bomber cannons, with trebs, the castles are gone now. The
Yep.
fires don't really feel like they're accomplishing that much. And the other castle at Sitau's base is under threat, but he's ramming down the trebuchet. Calls the GG.
Man, this was another beautiful game to cast because there was so much action going on all over the place. Sitaux defended the push from Vinchester very nicely, but I felt like Vinchester just was a bit better in terms of transitioning into land economy and therefore taking the W there.
All right, so we got ourselves some plateau here. And plateau rhymes with Sitaux, so that's probably why he picked this map. And he's playing against Tatars, which is always good on a map with some hills.
Yep.
And he's playing against the Vikings. So Tatars maybe a little bit more mobility than the Vikings, but the Viking eco bonus at the end of the day is better than theirs.
Yeah,
and we'll see if he can shut down Vinchester before that really kicks in.
Exactly. The free wheelbarrow and handcart is just such a huge deal, and that's why it's always interesting to see Vikings being handed to the opponent. And yeah, let's see. Vinchester, it's just both players are excelling in those hyper open, hyper aggressive maps, and Plateau is exactly that. It's going to be very hard to wall it off, and getting something on the ground as fast as possible is super important. And I think this is one of the maps where military is going to be so much more important than economy.
I love how these birds are like right down at head level. It's like the bat at Red Bull 6.
Wow. I didn't even notice that one. Man, how do you even pay attention to that?
Well, you just see the birds all over the place. Wait, was it Red Bull 5 or Red Bull 6? It was Red Bull 5, right?
Nice. This is high.
Which one was it?
I have no idea. You mean in Heidelberg?
It was Red Bull 5. It was Red Bull 5, yeah.
In Heidelberg? Yeah, that was,
it was 5.
5, yeah.
God, there was still so many of those.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Sitaux expanding to the south side with the lumber camp, and Vinchester doing exactly the same. So no one is going for the middle wood line, which makes sense as it's not the biggest there. And how do you think they are going to approach this one?
I think Sitaux is going to try and wall up, or sorry, Vinchester is going to try and wall up what he can. Be a little bit more passive. Maybe go for the, get this, 2 militia drush. Sitaux is not going to respect it, though. And he's going to lose 2 villagers again.
That's a very bold prediction there. But you confirm that decision. You select it. You say this is what is going to happen.
Yes, Regis, this is my final answer.
It's the final answer. How would you say it in English then?
No.
Yeah, exactly. There's always a saying which the moderator is saying, like, are you logging in the answer? Something like that.
No, it's my final answer. That's like a famous saying. It's
Okay.
this is my final answer from the original Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay. It's the final
Okay, no
answer.
pre-mill drush here. He's going for the mill here, Jordan.
Yeah, both players do so. So I guess we will not see 2 villager kills to 2 militia here, Dave. Both players? No, not both players. Sitaux, he is prioritizing to get the scouting information, and Vinchester, he doesn't care whatsoever. He's trying to get some boost with the pushed deer, and now he is going for the scouting information as well.
Did Sitaux go for that mill position because he wants to like wall in his villas against the drush, or did he go for that so he can perfectly fit a farm on the edge of this hill?
Wow. That's something we have to ask him. Maybe he's in the chat right now, so
yeah.
You know, Sitaux, if you're there, then please answer that. Vinchester taking a lot of damage from the TC. That's never a good thing to have. And we're just waiting, guys. We're just waiting until we see
Sitaux
what
is
both
like
players are doing.
Furiously trying to come up with an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
What would they believe?
What sounds the best?
Yeah, there's the barracks sound from him. And he's going to click up soon, and it's going to be men-at-arms from Sitaux. And we see Vinchester going to gold here, and it's probably just going to be straight archers for him.
Yeah, it's going to be straight archers for him. It must be.
2 villagers coming forward?
Just for
Okay,
barrack there.
just wants the barracks a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Archer opening against the Man-at-Arm opening from Sitaux. But then again, it's not 100% confirmed if he's going for the Man-at-Arms. Maybe he's only building one militia. It kind of looks like that right now. And Vinchester has no idea how many militia are in there. Okay, Sitaux is adding more militia there. So he definitely wants to commit a bit more to that. But I don't think Vinchester is going to mind that at all, because he is already aware of what is going on, and he will have the right responses to that.
Yep. He's gonna have militia of his own.
Yep.
Soon to be men at arms.
Mm.
Does he make 2? Does he make 3? Does he make 4?
He's making... I think he's just going to match what his opponent
He's
is
just
throwing
gonna
at.
make the
Okay,
3,
never
yeah.
mind. And Vikings obviously having the slight advantage here, as their military has more HP starting from feudal age.
Vinchester not respecting these militia at all. He's just simply walling up. He doesn't care about them.
Yeah, he's fine. And now he's sending those militia into the front, I would assume.
Yep. And men at arms upgrade. Does it come in? Maybe you look to see if you can actually do damage with men at arms before getting the upgrade. It is expensive. Still, the militia are doing nothing, and the 2 militia from Sitaux are kind of idling the gold here.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
Vinchester buying him a little bit of time. The scout almost going down, but Sitaux is going to escape with that, and this is why you have to respect them, Jordan.
You always have to respect those 2 militia. I've been telling this story for a long time already, and there's a low HP.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a low
Doing
HP
this for many
villager.
years.
Yeah.
Is he going to lose it? He's going to lose it, right?
Yeah, he's wow, and that's, guys, the reason why you respect those 2 militia.
Oh, and look at the timing on the men-at-arm upgrade. Coming in right as Vinchester hits the wood line from Sitaux. Oh, jeez, this could be really bad here, Sitaux. It's a traffic jam behind with these vills. They can only attack the men-at-arms one at a time. Get in line, please. Stay in the queue. And there's a lot of weak villagers, and he keeps microing back the weak ones. But they're all weak, Jordan. They're all dead. Oh, no.
What? That was a phenomenal play by Sitaux, but still Vinchester.
No, bro, he lost 5.
Oh, God.
Oh, you can only micro them back for so long.
Yeah, wow. Especially, you know, the funny thing is, Dave, that the fact that Vikings have a bit more HP on those men-at-arms
Really came into play, yep.
I think gave him 2 extra kills here.
Yeah, probably did. I think, like, if Sitaux were to go back and do that again, you just delete the lumber camp.
Yeah,
and get the hell out of there.
Exactly.
But like, you never want to do that, right? You just feel like you can save it in time. You're waiting for your archer to come along too.
I guess that's just something. I guess that's just something he did not expect. And Dave, if we just analyze the 3 men-at-arm play against the 2 militia play, what do you think overall should be better?
Depends on a lot of factors, I suppose. I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I'm
We
just
should
kidding.
ask chat.
We should ask, yeah, it's the perfect moment to ask chat again, I feel like.
Yeah.
Sitaux having a lot of archers though, and we are in a situation where both players are kind of equal in terms of the village count. Dave, how is it possible? There's okay. Idle TC
Vinchester
time.
lost 2, and then idle TC time is 50 seconds. But remember, Vinch has had wheelbarrow this entire time, right?
Yeah.
So the economies are definitely not equal. But he's gonna lose another Vill here. He could have saved her, I think.
Nah, no way, no way. The problem
He's
is
not respecting this militia either.
no, and that's the problem against the 2 militia play. Like, they're always going to be annoying against the skirmish.
They're very
And-
respectable.
And the thing is, Sitaux, he has invested into the tower, while Vinchester did not, and therefore Vinchester lost a couple of villages. Yeah, so in general, I would have assumed that Sitaux is in a much worse position, but he has the villager lead right now.
He does have the Vill lead, and that's because Vinchester is still racking up idle TC time, even with
Yeah.
food in the bank.
Yep. So that's
It's
a
all
bit
over
sloppy
the place
from him.
here.
This
This might be a symptom of killing that many vills early.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when you see that happen, or when you do it, you're killing the vills and you're like, yeah, I'm ahead, momentum, blah, I can't give this one up, easy win. And then suddenly you don't look at your TC for a minute and a half. and everything's equal once again.
Yeah. And having so much idle TC time is definitely a huge mistake. Right now, they're in an equal position because Vinchester has wheelbarrow. But that's definitely not something where he should be right now after such a beautiful start. And the thing is, Sitaux doesn't know, right? He must be thinking like, "Oh shit, I'm so far behind."
Yeah. And you're like up against Vikings, so you just have that in the back of your mind the whole time.
Yeah,
like he's ahead. And that might actually force Sitaux into some really reckless stuff.
Exactly.
Coming up here.
Yeah, and now I'm looking forward to how the micro is going to be going off, because both players have, in my opinion, a 10 out of 10 micro, so it should be very fun to spectate right now.
It's good unit control here from Vince so far, controlling these two different armies. And Sitaux is on the back foot now with army numbers. Sitaux, first one to the market. And once again, he is going to buy food and realize that he has absolutely nothing to click up with.
Oh man, that is just so devastating if you're using the market, as you mentioned, Dave, in the first game, and you realize after all the quick plays on the market, you still don't have any chance to go cast age whatsoever.
And look at this gold. Vinchester just completely out-microed Sitaux on the right side and took better fights. And look at the archer HP. There was actually a villager hiding behind that mining camp, and another vill goes down. I didn't even see her outline there. Like she didn't exist.
Yeah. Interesting. So Vinchester having a comfortable lead now in terms of army size, 9 against 3. Sitaux going for the padded archer armor himself, but it feels like he's going to trail behind so heavily all the time now, as he does not have the military numbers. And Vinchester, look at his resources. He's close to clicking up to cast age.
And Sitau's not even really microing his skirms. Okay, now he pays attention. Vinchester has kept these archers alive for so long.
Yeah.
Skirms, though, closing the distance. Sitaux is going to try and take this out, but Sitaux knows he needs to do damage against Vikings here.
Exactly.
He knows he needs to do damage. It's got to be in the back of his mind the whole time. That's why he went for the market, to try and get up to Castle Age first. And Vinchester is going to be far ahead of him.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, Vinchester, he's going up to Castle Age, yes. He has the advantage. But Sitaux, on the other side, he's still in the game, don't get me wrong. He is using the mark again. Still not having the resources to go up, but he should be able to do so in the moment. And now we will see Vinchester still committing onto the 2 archer ranges. No stable play from him whatsoever. And due to the fact that he didn't spend stone onto the tower, means that he has now 200 stone in bank, which he can use for additional TCs.
Do you go for the additional TCs?
No, not at the beginning.
I would have liked like a knight play, honestly, but
with the knights you can do a lot, right? Because the map is so open.
It's so open. Yeah,
and there are also a lot of skirms.
You're just looking, if you think you're up first, and there's no reason you shouldn't be up first. If you send a couple knights with like +1 armor to that woodline or the gold, it just feels like you can get so much done.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have a continuation of skirms and archers being built by Vinchester. He's going to reach Castle Age in 20 seconds. And Sitaux, he clicked up himself, so he's just 1 minute trailing behind. So still very equal game, but Sitaux, he has 6 villagers more right now.
Elite skirm. Yep, there's elite skirm right there for Vinchester. Crossbow as well, but that means that he has no wood really for production, and he hasn't been producing on the way up either. So the army numbers are incredibly low for Vinchester. He does get handcart for free though, so that's going to balance out the eco quite a bit. That
definitely helps a lot. And I like that. They're both, you know, doing so many little maneuvers to micro. Nerds is just the best way to describe that.
Look at the crossbows. Yeah. I was wondering where those were.
Yeah. And
at the back woodline. Sitaux knows about it. Oh, God.
He sees that. And now Sitaux needs to get crossbow upgrade and elite skirms as well. He has 7 right now. And that's something he wants to spend his resources on. And he doesn't have the wood to go for that, though. He only has... Yeah, he bought himself the wood now to get the elite.
He does have a knight coming out though.
Who is? Sitaux, yeah.
Sitaux, yeah. And I think that should go to the army in the middle here, not over to those crossbows without any armor on the knight.
Yep.
Wastes a lot of HP. Vinchester now going for university. So Vinchester It's looking full military production here. We should see maybe another archer range coming down at some point as well. Just now getting horse color.
Horse color is in a second. And elite skirms have finished for Sitaux. We're analyzing the situation. Both players at 49 population. So it's very, very close. The little difference here is that Sitaux has committed to the knight play, while Vinchester has committed to ballistics. So overall, I think Vinchester should be in a bit of a better position, because I don't really see the knights doing too much here.
Vinchester's economy, like, it's only 39 villagers, but it's incredibly efficient.
Yeah.
So it's like a well-oiled machine over there, you know? And as soon as he gets ballistics in there, he can now spend the wood on production.
Yeah.
Maybe going for another archer range, maybe even thinking potentially about monks to counter the knights, or siege to help out against the base here from Sitaux.
And Sitaux, he's going to struggle against that army, most likely. He needs to get second archer armor as well in order to fight against this one very efficiently. Meanwhile, Vinchester expanding his lead, going for the second TC, and he's looking to be playing this one very safely, but also trying to balance the aggression here. And then the south side, the crossbows are trying to seek some damage as well.
He's just waiting. He's fully focused on the stuff at the top. He's actually split his crossbows and his skirmishers, but I think he's gotten a little bit too aggressive here, maybe.
Yeah.
Still, only one armor upgrade and no bloodlines for those knights, so the crossbows should be doing damage to them, but Sitaux is doing a good job trying to catch up to the crossbows with his skirmishers.
Yeah, it's just beautiful engagement for Sitaux. Vinchester has done a beautiful move trying to split these crossbows from the skirms, but Sitaux was able to close the distance. And now losing 3 villagers in the process against those crossbows. 4 crossbows need exactly 2 shots to kill the villager if everyone hits. And now Sitaux panicking a TC on the right hand side. It's not bad to add further TCs at this point, because it doesn't feel like either player could be killing the other one. And yeah, it feels like both players are in a equalish position right now, Dave.
I still think Vinchester is pretty far ahead. If Sitaux is not going to go for mass military production and is just going to add TCs, I think you're just trying to match what the Vikings are already doing better than you right now.
Yeah. And that's going to be a big problem. We have second armor upgrade in for Sitaux, so his skirms are going to be beautiful against those crossbows. And the way Sitaux is approaching this, I think we will see a full commitment from him into army, mangonel, knights, and skirms.
Not enough military here for Vinchester.
No.
It just feels like he never really has enough, but I guess he is Vikings, so he's playing it relatively safe here, and he's going to go for another TC at the back there.
Yep.
The knights are looping around, though, from Sitaux, so opportunities to do damage, especially on that gold. If he attacks at the right moment, the timing could be perfect for him.
Yep.
Crossbows coming in again for villager picks, and he's killed 11 this game. He's only lost 3.
Yeah, so nice trade-off by Vinchester. He therefore also has the villager lead, 58 against 52.
On the berries too.
Yeah, this is looking very strong for Vinchester, also trading 1-for-1 with the mangonel. And now on the northern side, we see the knights coming in. They could do a lot of damage to the wood line, but Vinchester, he's reacting immediately and going for the quick walls, and that is just beautiful for him right now.
Yep, and those knights, there's a couple of them that are pretty weak. He has ballistics. Can simply send his new crossbows back, and they'll be able to deal with this.
Yeah, exactly. On right hand side,
we're still killing stuff on the other side, although the skirms are there. Skirms are there for Sitaux.
Yeah, so Sitaux is able to clean this one up, but overall, Vinchester in a beautiful position. Let's not forget, we were talking about Vinchester having Vikings. So the towers, they are running out of time because they are never going to be able to be able to up at the same time to improve age as Vikings player. And you know, being against the Viking Imperial Age, the Arbalest coming in is scary. Even though they don't have Thundering, it is still a huge scary ball you have to respect here. Kind of like the
Leary would have been up. Leary would have been in Imperial Age 2 minutes ago.
Most likely, yeah.
One TC University, you know, an extra archer range and just up already. But Vinchester playing this a little bit more safely. And he did lose a couple villagers on the stone at the bottom, and he is under pressure at the front. He's only got 15 crossbows right now.
Yep.
And 1 mangonel, so he's gonna need a good mangonel shot here, and he's also got to be careful about the knights coming back to kill vills at the top.
Exactly. He was trying to go for stone, but obviously that didn't work out at all. We have mangonel trades 1 for 1. Oh, Sitaux losing another one against Vinchester. So Vinchester doing a beautiful job, and that's exactly the reason why the aggressor is always market.
Perfect.
Market. Oh yeah, market.
Buying food. Yep, and
Oh.
he's gonna go up. He's gonna click up soon.
Yeah, and Sitaux, he's going for horse color right now. So he's very... I think he's not in the stage right now where he can try to deny the imp timing from Vinchester. And he's in such a big timer right now. And Vinchester's having another beautiful micro with the mangonel. Sitaux definitely not taking the favorable trades here. And yeah, what do you think Sitaux is going to do against this? We have a second siege workshop coming up. He knows exactly what is coming.
Yep. But I don't know how you're going to deal with these crossbows once they have bracer, let alone the arbalest upgrade.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very tough. Look at that quick reaction time from Vinchester. That mangonel didn't even stop to shoot, dude.
No, like, how did it even shoot? Like, it was
I don't even know.
walking, like, bam. Giving the shoot while walking.
And there's the extra archer ranges. So it's going to be 4 archer ranges for Vinch here.
Oh.
And I think the key for Vinchester right now is just don't lose your army before you hit Imperial Age.
Yep.
Do not lose all of your army. It's a great attack round from him. He's going to target this. Okay. Loses a couple crossbows.
Yep.
Loses more crossbows.
What did you mention
Oh my
about
God.
saving the crossbows until imp?
So weird. You could have just pulled back to your TC.
Yeah.
And waited for another mangonel.
Yeah. Okay, we have Vinchester 1 minute away from Imperial Age, and he currently has 14 crossbows on the field. So that's definitely something which you can snowball with once you reach Imperial
Also,
Age. Yeah.
Like, now that you have access to the stone at the back, send like 6 more vills to stone. If you get these crossbows forward and then go for a castle once you secure that position, it could be really, really strong.
Yeah, for sure. The good thing for Vinchester, he's still up in terms of villagers. So that's just crazy. He has such a good economy, Vinchester's. And look at Sitaux's economy. He's just struggling a lot. He currently has 78 villagers, but he's not even close to Imperial Age himself. And
there's the GG.
Sitaux is forced to tap out of this one, and Vinchester taking it home 3-1. Beautiful display by him. And yeah, he was, let's say, for me personally, it was a little bit the favorite to win this one. But yeah, he also displayed why he was just playing impeccable.
Well, that was a great set, especially that second game.
Man,
oh my God. Second game took longer than the other 3, dude.
yeah. I feel like the second game took longer than a couple of sets by themselves.
Yeah. It literally took 2 hours, like real time. It was crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
So nuts. But I mean, Sitaux obviously, lying to you when he said maybe the other games will last just as long.
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm happy.
Maybe trying to create his own reality, for how this set went.
I lasted longer than that.
He's like, yeah, I held on forever.
Oh. Do you know what that means now that Vinchester advances?
No.
Do you know who he's going to play against in the round of 8?
I have no idea. Who's he matched up against?
Against me, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's tough.
That's very tough.
Did you get any hints on how to beat him here?
I was about to ask you if you have any advices for me.
No. Be yourself, Jordan. Believe in yourself.
Oh God, my mom always told me that, and that never worked.
Eat lots of wood pie and respect the militia. You saw the damage they can do. Be a militia respecter, all right? Be a militia respecter.
Respect the 2 militia, man. Oh, God. However, I think I have a good strategy. If I'm setting myself up to kill at least 800 villagers of Vinchester, then I should be in a good position.
Well, it was 925, but I'm sure anywhere over the 800 threshold would probably be pretty effective.
Yeah.